Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome in. My name is Todd. This is the reaction stream. If you're new here, react to videos requested by members at toddreacts.com. If you're returning, welcome back. Appreciate it. Go ahead and get started here. We got 5 amazing member requested videos today. We're going to start off with a Smosh video. We're going to go PondDunk. Then we have a Jeff Satur video, a Shadowhunters video as well, and then wrap it up with a GeminiFourth video. So looking forward to it. I usually post, Jace usually posts the the lineup in the Discord. So if you're looking for the lineup before we go live, you can find it there. And from time to time, as I'm setting up, I'll change the order. Just it's not too different, but it is a little different. Looking forward to it. I hope you are as well. Let's go ahead and bring up this. If you'd like to request your own videos and kind of guide the stream whichever direction you want, certainly do so. The season tier gets 2 video requests per month, and then the series tier gets 3 video requests per month. This is, of course, at toddreacts.com. If you would like to check out some merch as well, I welcome you to it. Members save 15% on every order, ships worldwide as well. Lots of inclusive sizing, inclusive colors, whatever matches your style. I try to select as many colors available as possible because I have no idea what colors are in your closet. I leave that decision up to you. Lots of great items here. Obviously, I'm wearing the hooded long sleeve tee. Before you, I have the heather navy coloring. Check that out. It has a size guide as well. Very handy if you're ordering in inches and centimeters, because manufacturers always have different cuts and sizes, and you have no idea. So hopefully that makes it a little bit easier to decide. Lots of great stuff here. Something I always like to point out is that there is a quality guarantee on toddreacts.com. If you have any sort of print error or visible quality issue, you'll get it replaced or refunded. All you have to do is reach out to the customer service email. They will get back to you pretty quick. Check it out. And as well, the accessories, these don't come and go with the summer and winter collections. These just stay put. And I add to it from time to time. If I find anything that looks interesting, I'll add it to the store. Also, I would say if you have any ideas for things you would like in the store, let me know, and then I'll just drop a line for the folks that manage the catalog. Gladly reach out to them. We'll see what can happen. Rocks glass right in front of me. It's with a fluorescent pink. I don't know what gave it this color. A little terrifying, but it's an energy drink to kind of pick me up a little bit. Of course, the handy dandy mint colored insulated tumbler next to me. It does come with the metal straw, as you see. Lots of great options here, so check them out today. What's going on, Willow? Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're having a tremendous either middle of your Monday, end of your Monday, maybe even the start of your Tuesday, depending on where you're watching from. Lots of great items there. Check them out today as well. If you're already on the YouTube and you're watching this when it's posted to YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it greatly. Just sign up for an account if you have one, or if you don't have one. If you do have one, hit the subscribe button. That'll tell the algorithm that you want to see more videos whenever I post them to your homepage. Lots of good stuff comes from that. And of course, I appreciate it. If you've already subscribed to the channel, you're awesome. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Lots of backlog. If you're watching live via Twitch and you haven't checked out the backlog or the YouTube channel or anything like that, there's a lot of videos. There's over 1,100 videos on there. So you got a lot of catching up to do. I believe in you. You can do it. It'd be kind of funny if somebody did watch all 1,100 plus videos. That'd be pretty amazing. I would be very impressed. Not counting myself, because I did edit all those videos. That doesn't count. So check them out today. Oh my gosh. I wish this was a feature. If you're looking for something specific, obviously I do have tons of playlists. So if I've ever reacted to something more than like twice, 3 times, I usually make a playlist of all of them. So if it's 3 or more, usually has a playlist. Check that out. But what I wish they had on the mobile version is this search. This is so awesome. It literally searches just the channel for whatever keywords you're looking for, or show, or name, or whatever. It is so handy, and it's only available via desktop, which is so annoying. Come on, YouTube, get on that. It would be a great feature for mobile. I don't know why they haven't done that, honestly. Seems like a easy win. Seems like a very easy win. And certainly, last but not least, check out the Discord. Totally free. It's a lovely community. Available at all times of day, because we do have quite the international audience here. So it is lively at all times of day. You'll always have somebody to talk to. If you see at the top here, it does have a happening now. It tells you I'm live currently, which is nice and handy. If you have notifications turned on, it'll actually tell you exactly when I launch the live. Pretty sweet. It has a little link here. You just hit that. If you have the Twitch app downloaded on your phone or tablet or anything like that, it'll just open the app. And if you don't, it'll just open a browser. You can watch from there. And I'm pretty sure you have to sign in to Twitch to do the chat. I'm not totally sure. I think you do. So you might have to do that if you're using a browser. Lots of great things here. If you don't see something that you're really into, maybe really want to talk about, I don't know, car auctions or something like that, and you're just super passionate about it and you want to meet other people that are into it, you could certainly request that channel here in the request a channel. Bit redundant, but you know what I mean. You can request it there. We'll make it for you. Then lots of great fandoms here for you to be a part of. And again, if you don't see what you're into, just let us know. We'll make it for you. And then lots of great community posts as well. So join us today. We're friendly. We're wonderful. We're lively. I believe it's over 215 members in the Discord, which is such an unbelievable number. It's a growing community. It's awesome. Join it today. I can't say enough good things about it. It's very much like the YouTube comments, but you can actually keep a conversation going instead of just, kind of a drive-by. Oh, just a comment that you make and then maybe somebody responds to it and then you never see it. That's kind of the typical YouTube comment experience. So it's nice to be able to, have a nice conversation, include links and photos and videos and all that good stuff. So it's super nice. Join it today. I think you'll enjoy it tremendously. Alrighty. Before we hop in to the first video of the day, which is a Smosh Funny Moments compilation for this year so far. Should be awesome. Before we do that, I'll just briefly talk about what I've been watching as of late. Certainly, I hope you had a wonderful weekend, did something fun, whatever you got into, maybe ate something interesting or something you haven't had in a while, a comfort food, if you will. What's up, Cookie? Welcome in, welcome in. I watched a show that's quite a few years old at this point. I think it launched in 2015 or 16 or something like that, and it only had 2 seasons. The show is called Marrying Millions, a reality show. I seem to be on a reality show kick right now. I don't know why. It just seems to be the case. It is an interesting concept. So the concept is this. Literally, marrying millions. So one person, either not well off or, normal, and then the other person, multimillionaire. And it's very interesting. You have the age gaps, of course, the older gentleman and the younger lady, or you have the older lady and the younger gentleman, whatever the flavor, right? It's very interesting. It is extremely interesting, the dynamics. Part of me is just like very similar to 90 Day Fiance. Like, why would you invite a television crew to be part of this? Like, it just seems like it's doomed if you do that. Um, but one of them stands out that I watched over the weekend, and it is a construction worker. Lives with his parents, early 40s ish. Seemingly a normal person. Very nice, very, good dude, I'd say. Um, and then the other person she is a go getter. She's definitely worth millions and millions and millions. What's going on, Luke? And she invited him over to her house, house is putting it mildly. We're talking mega mansion. Like, they zoomed out on the house, and I was just like, it looked like a Amazon like storage facility. It was huge, huge. Like, we're talking probably, I don't know, 20,000 square feet, something like that, 15. I don't know, but it was rather large. And immediately, she went to work or did something and left or whatever, and he was having the time of his life. He was having legitimately the time of his life. He was playing basketball at the basketball court on the property. He was swimming in the pool. He was watching a movie in the indoor theater at that house. Like, he was doing everything, right? Just enjoying it, embracing it, whatever. And she came home and she goes, "Hey, let's go out. Let's go do something." And he goes, "Why would we go out? We got everything we need here." Just immediately embracing like full bear grip on that existence. And she's just like, "We need to go out." Like, what? So eventually, and this is the crazy part, she wants to introduce him to her friend, which, right, that's kind of a standard relationship thing, right? And you're thinking, okay, if I was in this position and, they're all well off and I'm trying to make a good impression, it would be a little bit more stressful probably than everybody just kind of being of the same ilk. So you'd be on guard pretty strong. Um, you know, please and thank yous and all that stuff and trying to present a good front and whatnot. He went the complete opposite direction. Just foot in mouth disease, if you will. Just unbelievable. He immediately came in there, and I guess it's customary for, if you're meeting, a girlfriend and her friends, it's customary to buy everybody a round of drink. And that was mentioned to him, and he immediately went nuclear. He was just like, "Why would I buy you guys drinks? I'm not going out with you." And you're just like, gosh, just immediate cringe. And you're like, oh boy, oh boy. And then he went on to say, we're together. We're not all together. How many of you have a man? You have a man? Do you? And he went by one, and they were all single. And it's just, you're watching this and you're like, how did you mess this up so bad? How did you do this? Why? Why would you do that? You're supposed to be, impressing the people that, you know, your significant other or future wife knows and is good friends with and everything. And it's just, oh my gosh, it was the worst. And needless to say, spoiler alert from years ago. Needless to say, they don't end up together. Not surprising, right? Oh my gosh. It was just the most cringe inducing moments of television I've seen in quite a while. Just, because you're imagining yourself in that situation. And I'm like, I would be on my best behavior. I would certainly buy everybody a drink and, try to be funny and, cordial and all that good stuff. And he just immediately went bad. And then he continued to double down on it. I was like, whoa. And it just got worse and worse and worse. And they were calling him all sorts of names behind his back. It was just, oh gosh. Oh, it was so bad. Oh, anyway, that is a crazy show. That was an insane amount of cringe. So, word of advice: if you're ever meeting somebody that is important to somebody that's important to you, probably be on your best behavior. You know, at least try. At least try, I guess. Even if you don't like them or don't get on, it's just respect to buy. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, especially the first introduction, like these are people that are very important to somebody that's important to you. It's like, right, even if you don't want to do it, you just do it, right? Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they didn't order very expensive cocktails. But I guess that's a oxymoron. Any sort of cocktail is kind of at this point. But yeah, very cringe-inducing. And if you're looking for that, Marrying Millions will definitely be right for you. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. It's so brutal. Brutal. Some of them are, nice and pleasant and everything like that, but boy, Brian. Brian was the name. Just clueless, I guess. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It was very odd. Gosh. Just immediately went right into the buzzsaw. Could have prevented it all. It just didn't. Anyway. Oh, gosh. Let's go ahead and jump into that first Smosh video. I just can't get that social interaction out of my head. It's crazy. Smosh Funny Moments 2025 so far. This is part 1. Go ahead and jump in. Start with a funny one, right? I always like to do that. And Smosh is always a good one, no matter what. Wonder where he is now, what he's doing? That is a good question. Probably still working construction. I mean, the crazy part is he seems like a really good person. Just too aloof, I guess. Just didn't know what to do in that situation, which is not a good thing. You definitely want to know, okay, like accept the fact, like, okay, I'm meeting important people, my important person, be on my best behavior. I got to represent well, right? Try to be a gentleman and all that stuff. And oh my gosh. Maybe don't point out the fact that they're all single. That's probably not the right way to go. Jeez. People can change, especially with life experiences. True. Let's hope that he learned from that. And that was on national television. Oh gosh. Hey. Unbelievable. Truly unbelievable. There's a lot of moments in that show where you're just like, like some of the age stuff gets me. Definitely makes me cringe a little. All right, let's resize this Smosh video. Like one of them that was very cringe was this girl was introducing to her father her boyfriend, who is also 20 years older than her father. And I know everybody can, do their own thing, and it is what it is. It doesn't affect me at all, but boy, talk about a awkward situation. The funniest line out of all of that interaction was the boyfriend talking to the camera in like the interview or whatever. And he goes, I don't know where to call him sir, or he calls me sir because I'm older than him technically. Oh gosh. After watching Arya, Ezra, and Pretty Little Liars years ago, every age gap romance I've seen since gives me PTSD. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I literally watched I think one episode of Pretty Little Liars and then I gave it up. Because immediately I'm like, oh, they're going there. They're going there. That was one of the worst since he was a teacher. She was a student. Yeah. Yeah. That was, ooh, that gave me the creeps pretty quick, pretty fast. I immediately saw her eyes for him, and I'm like, oh, no, 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 no. Oh, gosh. All right, let's go ahead and jump into Smosh Funny Moments 2025.
And also, please give my resume to the right people who will look at it. No! You're not nice. And maybe I will use it to spot you, feral guinea pig. Chocolate brown is in. Bitch!
Hey, Shane.
Hey.
Can I just say, my husband?
Oh, wow. Look, it's in the...
Oh! It's tiny. Okay.
What do I get?
Oh my gosh, Glee. Didn't even say anything. Oh my gosh, Glee. Oh geez. I had no idea that was a storyline in Glee at all. Or like the awkwardness, tension, or whatever. No idea.
Horses.
You got this. I love it. That's French.
Toilette.
Well, let's just spell it correctly because I feel like they're gonna...
Bye.
Sometimes I think I have a crush on all of you.
Everyone.
Bye.
Also, like,
One second.
Oh jeez.
Thank you for calling the government's office. Will you do... I'm gonna start over.
Yeah, after learning about that, I was like, ooh,
Thank you for calling the
this is
government's
awkward.
office. Will you do a please? Will you... One second. Thank you for Thank you for calling the government's office. Will you please stay on a brief hold? Thank you so much.
Oh, wow. It turned it off. I'm gonna do it again next round. You spit. Okay, here we go. Ready? Ready?
I already spit.
Thank you for calling the government.
I watched football with my dad growing up. It's the only way he would spend time with me. That's a touchdown!
You can do it too, Rush.
Me?
Yeah, all of you.
What would it be like?
What if I just ran? I left the building.
Can you fucking imagine, dude? It's such a funny visual. That's the best moment of my life.
Tepsha Ga'a.
Shaga'a tebip tika sha.
Ding, ding, ding. Ring the triangle bell. All the pigs are coming in.
Don't let the pigs out.
No.
the Baja Men made a song about that.
Who let the pigs out?
The Baja Men. That's the name, right? The Baja Men?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
What a
It's
rap.
2001.
I know.
It is 2001.
Who let the pigs out?
No. Okay.
Me, barefoot?
How do we feel about Guy Fieri, everybody?
Hungry. Good.
Give me that donkey sauce.
Yeah, he's delicious.
Give me that donk.
Give me that donkey dong.
Give me that fiery donk.
This is Smosh Games. You've seen games like this channel on Smosh Games.
That sounds like a solid,
You've seen-
solid 4
It's
a.m.
always so hard to
schedule.
watch. Oh, it's harder and harder. Oh, so hard.
Okay.
Oh, God, this sucks for you. This shit sucks.
Yeah, this is not ideal.
You have to take all this.
But
So
look at
much
all this
baggage.
fun stuff. We've got
So much
every other
baggage.
color. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to count my cards. Oh no.
My God.
Oh,
Hey!
wow.
Yeah. My friend saw you from across the bar. I was too shy to say anything. But, you know, she's awesome. So just figured I'd do a little legwork for you. It's right over there. She collects birds.
I have 2 cockatoos.
No way, dude. No way. If this card is original, you're gonna win the game.
Wait.
Oh, I'm gonna piss it
Welcome. You smell just like I pictured it. Okay. Well, what are you and hot car?
Dang, Stream Elements on it.
What the hell's going on over there?
Okay, wait, left. Okay.
Forgot to look at the
what's happening here,
settings of that.
Go right. You're joking.
Gee.
This is insane. Wait.
Appreciate the banning.
Okay, just let it go straight.
What's happening?
Just let it go straight.
We're done.
You're good. How?
Did you finish?
How?
I don't know.
Wait, how?
Wait, you're joking. What
Wait,
place did you guys get?
We got 3rd, you guys got 12.
You guys got
12.
3rd? You guys got 3rd place?
While blindfolded, that's crazy.
Who put that ugly fucking painting of me up there?
Hey,
That's you?
Yes.
That is true. That was
Why
an
is it up
interesting
there?
using
None of the other
name.
paintings were kept.
I thought that was Russell Brand.
I thought that was Russell Brand.
You know you're not supposed to be on this side of the line.
Says who?
Says me, Ricky G.
Brandon, what did you think? What cast member do you think they're talking about?
Might be a little bit Ian, might be a little bit Anthony. I think together they make up one gay person at least.
That's good. That's good.
Shane, that was not nice.
I was just shocked. I wasn't laughing.
Me, imagine it in Vegas doing that to someone.
Oh, no.
I'd be like, sir, you have to leave the casino.
I'm not even playing. Like, I'm just sitting at the table.
Somebody get their
Oh,
kid
you're
out
just
of the
You're like
spectating the table.
Your Belinda has come back from Taiwan.
You're Belinda.
It's me, your Belinda. I went all around Taiwan and I couldn't find you, son of a bitch. Where have you been?
Been here. I know about the affair.
A secret revealed no one knew was coming.
Oh,
How did you
you're
know?
Belinda. You're here? You're supposed to be in Taiwan. What? With you? What? Did you get work done? How'd you know about my work, Jeff? It's all over your face.
Next week on
It's all over your face.
You look like a pilgrim. And what do I look like?
A scarecrow.
I just love that.
You look like this. What do I look like?
You're eliminating bullying, and you can become any fictional character at will.
That just reminded me of
What if?
Dude, where's my car? What does mine say? Sweet. What does mine say? Dude. Matching tattoos.
What if all animals within 20 feet of you always die instantly?
What? What?
I can't.
No. No, dog.
I changed my card.
You can't. You can't.
No animal on Earth will ever be hurt again.
I got a question about them aliens. Do these aliens have boobies?
I don't know whether or not they have boobies.
Then how do you explain this picture?
It looks like you've drawn an alien with boobies.
Oh, yeah? Where's your picture of the alien?
We don't have one.
Exactly. Case dismissed.
What is it, the hair in the back?
No.
We're all breaking.
laughing now.
I actually.
Just go for it. Okay. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go.
I've never seen you make that face.
Ready?
Yeah, Courtney, we are ready.
You're
The gas leak has hit its peak.
Okay. All right. We're in it. Yep.
3, 2, 1. First go.
yeah.
Watch this.
You got it.
Whoa.
Really good control.
You got it.
Actually scaring me with how close it is. Okay. Yeah.
Don't do this, guys.
Well, it's 26.
It is 26.
26.
Am I just gonna answer all the number questions?
Yeah.
Probably, because you're a guy. And we're dumb women. Let's do this.
Ian, go ahead.
Sorry.
I'm becoming you. This is bad. No.
Let's do.
This is the big leagues.
Just immediately apologizes.
See, these are the people that went to college.
Yellow.
Did you go to college?
Do you jack off with those things?
Oh my God. Why would you ask that? Why? Is it because I have a dominant one and a non-dominant one?
Oh yeah, I guess that's the case, huh?
That was the joke.
Oh, because the right one's bigger.
Right, that's what I was explaining to the bit to you right there. Wow. That's what's wrong with my hands.
Nothing inappropriate over there.
We did a lot of
Courtney.
poop last time.
What's the color?
Oh my God, he's literally in chosen mode right now. Can you like chill?
Blue.
Oh.
Just go take a walk, dude.
Take a lap.
Just like literally
Take a breather.
What if he did take a walk and he came back totally fine?
I was naked.
You're so mad.
Where'd your clothes go? I lost them.
You go.
I never needed them.
Do they have like paint so I can customize it, or?
Yeah, you can mix paint up with, I don't know, your fucking cum and maybe it'll do something.
I've never tried that before.
Lady, you got a long journey ahead of you. Okay, so I heard the buzzer.
Go.
You're also shouting shit out.
You can! No! Turn the camera around! Turn the camera around! These boys! You and I were together!
No, other people were yelling shit out, and it was causing her to
I
do
have
other
to go
things.
again! I was hearing let go, let go, let go, let
I know.
go!
Don't say
I'm out of breath because I wasn't breathing.
That's how
That'll
that
do
happens. You're making me nervous.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I've been thinking.
Not surprising video games get that heated.
You all
thinking.
said it. All right. And you realized who the you were.
I'm sure we've all had those moments.
For the word bitch. Go.
Okay.
You would be wet. You'd be soaking wet. Wetter than you already are.
How dare you tell me
Your sweater,
How dare you tell them at home I'm wet? No one was supposed to know that.
Did you say goat milk or oat milk? That's not a fucking answer. What kind of milk do you want in your latte? Okay, I'm gonna.
Fucking matcha!
Fine.
Honestly, whoever wrote that or drew that one, boring. Bored us. All right.
Oh my God, literally, yeah. Literally, yeah.
Okay, just so you.
Jeez. That is impressive.
It's gonna be none.
No, it'd be crazy.
It's not.
But that was your lineup last time.
That was your.
Oh.
Angela.
Why
Uh-oh.
does that keep happening to you?
Wait.
9/11.
6911.
That's.
So awful. So terrible.
No.
Honestly,
No, people died.
I've never laughed at those numbers together.
And I didn't even realize it as I put it down. I was just like,
69.
I didn't even make the joke. Add it to the compilation.
Guys, that's not funny.
What does 69?
It is in the
That's hard for
compilation.
the American government to pull off. Okay, go ahead, Tommy.
Oh, jeez.
One more time. Sorry, Scott. No! Stop! No. It gets worse as the water. You.
Keep going. You got this.
Oh.
You nailed those.
Nailed 2 in a row, though.
I will drive to a McDonald's for a Sprite before I drive to a doctor.
Yeah. What's the difference?
Both cure stomach problems.
Yeah. Put it up there.
I disagree.
McDonald's Sprite.
Whoa.
That's that spicy Sprite.
No.
You like a Burger King?
I don't think it deserves an S. I don't.
Let's talk. Okay. It's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, it's okay.
You're okay. You're good.
No.
You're good. Come on, get up. Get up.
Sorry, where am I?
You got it. We're on a set. We're on set.
What bullshit were you saying?
Great compilation. Great way to end it. Great way to end it. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's just been so far, huh? That was posted a month ago, by the way. Dang, that is funny as heck. Oh my gosh. We're going to go ahead and throw that link in the Twitch chat for those watching live. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. Go throw it some much deserved love. Also, check out the channel. They might have other compilations that you're really into as well. Go ahead and bring up some information. We had a little bit of a dry spout with Smosh information because, honestly, there's only so much, right? But I think we found Jace. Shout out to Jace. Found some interesting Smosh links to check out. So let's go ahead and... One of the most influential channels in the online entertainment world has undergone significant transformation since its inception. For Courtney Miller, a key figure, the evolution of the channel has been a remarkable journey marked by growth, adaptation, and innovation. When Courtney joined, the channel was a dominant force in the YouTube landscape. Back then, it was backed by substantial resources, allowing for high-budget, ambitious projects. When I first started at Smosh, it was under this, what appeared to be, big company, with all this money behind it. High-budget, high-concept projects were happening all the time. Smosh was the #4 top channel. I felt like we were on top of the world. The period was characterized by a sense of unbridled success, optimism. Oh yeah, I mean, if you're the 4th biggest channel on YouTube, you're probably feeling pretty good. That's kind of interesting though. If you look at the top channels on YouTube, they very rarely stay at the top. Obviously, there's some that are going to be there for a while, just due to growth, just due to size. Certainly, Mr. Beast, PewDiePie, T-Series, Coco Melon's probably huge, and a bunch of other ones. I'm sure there's a bunch of companies and whatnot that have a ton of money behind it, which is kind of, they should make 2 lists. One being the independent creator, and then one being everybody. Because I feel like YouTube is very much YouTube. That's how it started, right? Everyday people putting up videos to be, seen by others and enjoyed, as opposed to corporate-backed conglomerate channels that are just so, I don't know, they definitely pump a lot of money into YouTube, and they also come with a bunch of ad revenue. So they get recommended. If you ever go signed out onto YouTube, chances are you're going to see a ton of these company channels or content put out by these channels that have, no independent streak at all, and they're going to be recommended crazy. In the UK, you got KSI and the Sidemen, of course. Oh yeah, absolutely. In America, the Paul brothers, Logan anyway. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely indeed. Yeah, I would consider them to be actual YouTubers. I know they have a lot of money at this point, and they have their own companies and brands and all that stuff, but they're not massive conglomerates and what. So they're still, I would still consider them independent creators. Let's see. But yeah, if you're #4 on YouTube, you feel pretty good. Pretty good. However, as the digital media environment evolved, so did Smosh. According to Courtney, current era represents an entirely new level of the channel. We are making my favorite content to date, and all in the best environment I've ever experienced. I mean, just judging from that compilation, it is very funny. It would be very interesting, how they do, gosh, what are those called? I mean, internships is one word for it, but field study or something like that. Be a little fly on the wall. I think it would be really fascinating to see like the inner working Smosh, behind the scenes, in between takes, all that stuff. I think it'd be fascinating to see how well they get along. What kind of jokes do they make offset or off screen? I'm sure it's very interesting. Just from what we can tell, it seems like it's a really fun environment. This shift reflects a broader trend in digital content creation, where adapting to changing viewer preferences, platform dynamics become essential. Throughout her time at Smosh, Courtney has accumulated numerous cherished memories. One standout moment was the team's first Streamy Award for Best Live Show. It was the first time I felt like Smosh was truly being recognized for her hard work in that newer era of the internet. The accolade was a significant milestone, validating the team's effort and creativity. Well, yeah, at that point, it's just subscribers, maybe members, certainly crossing 100,000 subs. YouTube gives you a little plaque or whatever. But really, that's it. That's basically it. So to have, an award show based on internet content, I guess, is definitely a step in the right direction. And it kind of, it's tough as an independent creator. You're very self-motivating. You have to have that motivation to get up, do it, edit it, post it, and also having the gumption to post it. Like, it's not easy. Every time you hit that publish button, like, you're putting yourself out there. And for some people, it's super easy. For other people, it's super nerve-wracking. I tend to fall in the super nerve-wracking category. Another highlight for Courtney is the annual VidCon. There you go as well. That's a nice way to obviously meet other people, get out there, make it seem like it's a community, because online communities can be very isolating, which is why the Discord for Todd Reacts is so great, that we get to come together and talk and all that good stuff. My favorite way to connect with our audience and regrounds me every year. VidCon serves as a reminder of the impact of Smosh has on its fans, offering a personal connection with underscores why she does what she does. The job of being a YouTuber, this is a quote, has changed in a lot of ways over the years, but the way we connect has remained the same. Let's see. Despite the highs, being a frequent on-camera personality comes with challenges. Courtney admits that negative feedback can be particularly tough, but when someone doesn't like your performance in a video, it could sometimes feel like a personal attack on who you are as a human. To navigate this, she emphasizes the importance of maintaining perspective and focusing on the positive impact she aims to have. I have to take comments with a grain of salt, always, she says, underscoring her commitment to spreading joy despite certain criticism. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the big thing to remember mostly in life is that if anybody ever comes at you negatively, what's that old saying? If they're pointing at you, there's 3 other fingers pointing back at them. It can very much be that they're having a terrible day and they're just taking it out on you, or maybe they have a situation going on. Maybe they're worried about something, or something is happening to them that they don't like, and they're kind of expanding it to everybody else. That's kind of how I view any sort of negativity. Certainly, constructive criticism is always good. I've had comments of constructive criticism, like pause the video before you talk, or make sure there's timestamps, which I do. So there's been some constructive criticism that I've actually taken, and there's been some where I was like, "Hey, I already do this. Good. I'm glad you enjoy it," or maybe you don't notice it happening, but it's happening. So very rarely, I think YouTube actually filters out a lot of the negative, like the name calling or direct personal attack kind of stuff. So you don't really see it. Maybe it slips through the cracks every once in a while, but they have a pretty good filtering system. But even then, it is what it is. It's so few and far between, thankfully. Some comment sections are just filled with it, and I feel terrible for those creators. Oh gosh, I couldn't imagine it. At that point, just don't even look at them. As terrible as it is to say, because it's good to get some feedback, but boy, if it's 90% negative, you 100% need to stay out of those comments. I'm so excited to continue working on bigger projects. I can't wait for our audience to see what we're filming this week in preparation for a new series. Courtney is optimistic about deepening her connection with the Smosh audience. Always good to see like the perspective of those in larger channel situations. Kind of, for most of us that small channels or, maybe even if you're a Smosh fan, it's just kind of interesting to get takes from people that are in the situation and certainly not like video content. Any sort of like interview or something like that is always enlightening. I do enjoy it quite a bit. How this voice actor got, I think there's an error in this title. How this voice actor went. Oh boy. We didn't edit this one. We did not edit this one. How this voice actor went from Disney and Smosh to voice acting anime characters. Damien Haas transitioned from Disney Channel to Smosh and then to voicing popular anime protagonists. Wow. His anime roles include Ayoka in My Happy Marriage and Laos, I think, in Delicious in Dungeon. Maintains major voice acting roles in video games like Fire Emblem and anime like Ranma 1/2 or 1 and 2. Voice acting for anime characters is a talent few have and utilize well. Most of the time, the skill is taught through vocal lessons and acting classes. Requires you to blend techniques from both to pull off the characters with the authenticity the director is looking for in any given piece. Former Disney Channel actor and current Smosh star Damien Haas, who has found himself in the world of voicing popular anime protagonists. He's voiced the knowledgeable and reserved Laos, I think, in Delicious in Dungeon, Ryoka in the regal male love interest in My Happy Marriage, among many other and side character roles throughout both anime and video games. This article is going to cover blah, blah, blah. Let's see here. Garnered his first acting role in the Disney Channel show So Random in 2011. Similar to SNL, Saturday Night Live, the show had a recurring set of actors that would act out various comedy and musical sketches. Well, that definitely gets you ready for Smosh. The show was based on the sketch showing the main characters of Sunny with a Chance, starring Demi Lovato as a titular character. Notably, Demi Lovato was absent as she was secretly in rehab due to substance abuse. The lack of the main character played by Lovato and disinterest in sketch comedy with Disney Channel's audience at the time led to its cancellation after one season. Yeah, that would definitely hurt it, not having the main star there. I don't think going back to Sunny would be healthy for my recovery. Being in front of a camera would make me nervous. Despite this apparent bad end, Haas found himself on the gaming channel Smosh Games, secondary channel run by the staple in YouTube culture Smosh. Over time, he was introduced to the other channels, of course. Still appears on various Smosh channels semi-regularly, both in sketches and unscripted content. Transitioned to voice acting. While his first credited voice acting role was a few minor characters in the Cartoon Network show Clarence, he began breaking into voice acting for a few video games. Fire Emblem character Shez, I think I just said that twice in the same way. Tried to say it differently, and I didn't. In both Fire Emblem Heroes and Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. To commemorate this, he dyed his hair to match the character's hair color, which is a habit he's maintained for his major voice acting roles since. That's actually pretty cool. He's also voiced 4 different characters in Fortnite. Really? And a character in the 2022 game Triangle Strategy Fortnite. Oh my gosh. Love-hate relationship with Fortnite. Love the fact that they update it so much. Hate the fact that they update it so much. His anime voice acting career started with a minor role in Uku, The Inner Chambers in 2023. Quickly found himself voicing his very first anime protagonist, main male love interest in My Happy Marriage. The anime has gone on to be nominated for 11 awards and won 3 others across various anime award shows and programs. Also been confirmed to get a second season, with Damien set to reprise his role. Very cool. Picked up a few more voice acting roles. The biggest commercial success as an anime voice actor at the publishing of this article is his role as the main character, Laos, in the anime Delicious in Dungeon. The anime has also been nominated and won multiple awards over its first season, as well as 100% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. The second season on the way. I mean, that's killing it, is basically what he's doing right now. Pretty amazing. Wow. Still appears in a variety of comedy content on Smosh videos across the channels. Latest appearances around as recently as December. When was this written? Oh, December. That makes sense. SNL has once again been accused of ripping off an internet comedy video. This was written last year. Who would have thought that hooking up with Shrek would lead to controversy? November 18th, 2024. And what's fast becoming a staple of Saturday Night Live discourse, the show has once again produced a sketch that some folks have pointed out as suspiciously similar to an internet comedy video. 2 weeks ago, John Mulaney hosted episode included a sketch about a doomed monkey astronaut named Beppo, which sure seemed a lot like the Whitest Kid You Know's Bobo the Monkey sketch. Earlier this year, a Scooby-Doo themed sketch was similarly called out for plagiarizing a Nerdist video. Although, to be fair, the video seemingly built on a joke that had already been around for years. Before that, viewers noticed that a Charmin Bears sketch was not unlike an animation by YouTuber Joel Haver. Oh boy. Included a sketch where the singer is caught with green makeup all over her face and hands following a performance of Shrek the Musical, thus indicating that she hooked up with the Broadway actor playing the ogre. But a number of people on social media responded to the sketch with accusations that had copied a routine from Smosh. Things get wild at Shrek the Musical. And somebody responded, pretty sure Smosh did this joke 2 years ago. Clearly the writer's room is struggling. Comedy overlap stems from an improv challenge in which cast members were trying not to laugh while holding a mouthful of water, which we've seen plenty of those. Smosh's Erin Dougal emerged with glitter paint on her mouth and hand until her dad asked Bella, why are you always covered in glitter when you hang out with that Edward guy? Oh. Twilight, obviously. Okay, obviously this is a Twilight joke, not a Shrek joke. And darkest fanfic covers of the internet aside, oh boy, those two franchises aren't the same. But there is one big similarity between the two, the makeup on the hand and mouth implying intimate relations with a famous pop culture character. Although in the SNL sketch, the context of the Shrek musical is presented first, and the makeup is the punchline. Smosh bit, name-checking Bella is what leads to the laugh. Interesting. After admitting the jokes did seem somewhat alike, she pointed out that this could be a coincidence, adding that there are so many creatures and characters that we all... I'm not even going to say that. You can read that yourself. I mean, there's been kind of an acknowledgement of the decline. That's the word I was looking for. Decline of Saturday Night Live in recent years. Honestly, if you were to ask me, I would say probably my favorite people left when Will Ferrell, Chris Kattan, Amy Poehler, like all of them leaving was kind of the end of it for me. It hasn't really been super great since. Every once in a while they do have a good one and you're just like, hey, check that video out. That's funny. But it definitely doesn't seem like the entire show is built like it used to be, unfortunately. Another thing that's interesting and I think has led to the for the decline of Saturday Night Live is the fact that back in the day, it became like a comedy movie pipeline. You would be on SNL or write for it, and then all of a sudden you would just be in a comedy, have a comedy special or something like that. And it seemed like for a long time they were just pulling actors or pulling people right out of that show to put into movies. That hasn't been the case for quite a long time. Not any big names or big movies. And honestly, comedy movies over the last couple of years have been very few and far between. So it seems like it's no longer a pull or a draw. At the time, Will Ferrell, Eddie Murphy, like people were getting pulled out to be in these massive movies that did very well. But you don't have that anymore, so you no longer have that pipeline of people wanting to be on it. Because, hey, it'll lead to bigger and better things. I can become a comedy actor. I'll get into a movie. I think that's kind of waned just a bit. I don't think it's quite as strong as it used to be. But I think that's why you've seen a little bit of a decline in Saturday Night Live. But that's interesting. I mean, could they have made that joke without seeing it? I think so, yes. I think so. Is it a little on the nose? Yeah, I do think it so as well. Who knows? Maybe one of the writers is a very big fan of Smosh. And they just kind of tweaked it a little bit to, change the character, that kind of thing, and make it their own. But it's pretty close. Pretty close. All right, let's move on to PondDunk 6 Years of Friendship TikTok compilation. Go ahead and move this over a little bit. Want to cut anything off? There we go. Go ahead and jump in. 6 Years of Friendship TikTok compilation.
Ese cuerpito que tú tienes, el traje de baño chiquitito te queda. Esa blanquita con el sol y de una ya se pone morena. Siapapun yang melihat kita mungkin kan mengerti dan membaca yang telah tersirat di antara kita. Ingin selalu aku dekatmu engkau. Siapapun yang melihat kita mungkin kan mengerti dan membaca yang telah tersirat di antara kita. Ingin selalu aku dekatmu engkau.
My best friend, my best friend Pond. I don't know, friend Dunk Pond.
Friend goals. Oh, dang, some karaoke.
Baby, I loved you first. Never planned that one day I'd be losing you. In another life, I will be your girl. We keep on promises.
It's interesting how point and shoot cameras are like a thing now. They went away for the longest time, but
คือว่าตอนแรกมันเป็นรับน้องครับของมหาลัยแล้วทีนี้คือผมมาแล้วผมไม่รู้จักใครเลยแล้วผมก็เจอมันเพราะมัน
they do have a nice, like, I don't know, quality to it. It's not as sharp as phone cameras at this point, like DSLRs. I guess you can do. I guess you could do a filter that would make it seem like it's a disposable camera. Pond would hate this video. He hates ghost ships. Oh yeah, that's right. I mean, the title does say friendship, so they're trying. They're at least trying. Dang, beach looks pretty good right about now.
คิดถึงสุดๆ
แจยอนเหมือนคนนี้เลยเฮ้ยคนหล่อเยอะไม่หมายถึงชอบเหมือนกันไงคุณน่ะหล่ออยู่แล้วขอบคุณครับ
Color of this makes it look like I'm drinking Pepto-Bismol. Tastes like liquid cotton candy, as all of them. In another life. That would, yeah, he'd probably have a problem with that. Honestly, big time friend goals right here. Big time.
Everything about this stage makes me.
Oh my gosh. Little gnat flying around. Get out of here. Not part of the stream.
Just pretend you cling to your papers and pens. Wait until you like me again. Wait for your love. I'll wait for your love.
Em đi lạc chung cô đường nhỏ, ê baby em đừng lo. Em nói em thích con thỏ, ok đến đó anh bắt chuyện cho. Không cần hỏi, không cần tò mò, chỉ cần biết anh thích em từ nhỏ. Không biết chuyện ta bằng tư duy nhưng trước giờ anh chưa nói từ bỏ. Mà anh đâu phải làm con nít mà bắt em suốt ngày coi chừng anh. Từ từ thì cho mấy nhiều yêu không cần chậm cũng chẳng cần nhanh. Nếu yêu em là vụ anh có thì gọi anh là thám tử lừng danh. Đi theo anh em không phải sợ bởi vì anh là chúa tể đường xanh.
Oh, that was 2019. Gosh, that's 6 years ago. 6. What happened? It's so wild to me still. What do you mean 2015 was a decade ago, right? Oh my gosh. What happened? I swear we went through a black hole or something.
One works down by the coast. One had 2 kids but lives alone.
PondDunk.
One's brother overdosed. One's already on his 2nd wife.
I cannot say this enough. Life moves so freaking fast. It's crazy. Oh gosh, it's so short and it's so fast. Just insane. Oh god. You literally can't think about it too much. It'll just drive you nuts. Blame COVID? Yeah. I mean, it really did just kind of erase a couple of years from people's lives. Unfortunate. We just got to make the rest of them count, basically. Got to make up for it. That's not a dog, that's a dog. Okay. This video.
With a baddie friend, with a baddie friend. I love seeing 2 bad bitches, bad, 2 bad bitches, bad, 2 bad bitches be friends. I love seeing
ฝั่งคุณจะเลือกใครครับระหว่างเพื่อนรักของคุณนะจุ๊บ
เพื่อนรักทั้งคู่ครับ
กูคาดหวังว่าจะเลือกกู
That should be me holding your hand. That should be me making you laugh. That should be me. This is so sad. That should be me. That should be me. That should be me feeling your kiss. That should be me buying you gifts. This is so wrong. I can't go on till you believe. That should be me.
I think we've seen that one before. Pretty sure. I remember doing this. Welcome to the GMM TV gang. That's amazing.
ขอบคุณทุกคนมากเลยนะครับผมที่คอยติดตามแล้วก็คอยอยู่ดูผมสองคนไลฟ์ทำการเซ็นโปสเตอร์นะครับ
Ooh, finger food. That's not snacks to the office. Staring that camera down. Had him on a leash. Messing with people while they're sleeping will always be funny. Unless you're the one being messed with.
ขออนุญาตไม่พูดอะไรเยอะเพราะว่าเราเป็นเพื่อนกันมา4 ปีแล้วนะครับผมยังไงก็คำอวยพรหรือความรู้สึกเหมือนเดิมเสมอนะครับเวลาเพื่อนเสมอขอให้เพื่อนปังๆมาดูแลสุขภาพแล้วก็อย่าคิดมากนะจ๊ะ
Don't be stressed out, pal. Good way to end that.
Just know, you never met somebody like me before, though. Easy.
ดีใจดิโหได้นอนกับเพื่อนรัก
That audio went viral. Seen that multiple times. Excellent. 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 Go ahead and throw that some love. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original. Go throw it some love yourself, as well as check out the channel. They might have compilations that might be into as well. Certainly you could request it to be on stream. Go ahead and throw that in the Twitch chat for those watching live. Alrighty, let's jump into some PondDunk information. First one is how Dunk and Pond met. Should be interesting. Go ahead and pull that up. Unmute it. That might help.
คุณปอนเพราะรู้สึกเพราะว่าเราอ่ะเจอกันตั้งแต่ปีหนึ่งครับผมเราเรียนมหาลัยเดียวกัน
อ๋อเหรอเราเรียนที่เดียวกันเลยเหรอ
ที่เดียวกันเลยเรา
แต่คนละคณะหรือว่าคณะเดียวกันอ๋อคณะเดียวกันด้วยวิ
ศวะผมมาจากคอมอินโนเวชั่นแต่ว่าเขาจะเป็นแบบไบโอเมดิคอล
โอเค
พูดเรื่องก่อนที่จะพูดเรื่องต่อไปขออนุญาตแปลชื่อแผนกชื่ออะไรที่เรียนนิดหน่อย
ชื่ออะไรนะของผมคอมพิวเตอร์นวัตกรรมวิศวกรรม
Computer Innovation
ประมาณนั้น
แล้ววิศวะคอมพิวเตอร์ของปอนจะเป็นวิศวะการแพทย์
Medical Biomedical
อันนั้นยาก
ก็คือออกแบบเครื่องมือการแพทย์ถูกป่ะ
ใช่
นี่เพิ่งรู้นะเนี่ยมีการศึกษาสุดๆเลยนะเพิ่งรู้ให้ปอนเก่งเลยนะจริงตื่นเต้นน่ะอยากโทรหาปอนตอนนี้เลย
I never knew he was so smart
อยากถามว่าจริงไหมเนี่ยนี่บอกว่าอยากถามว่าจริงไหมเหรอทำไมล่ะ
เขาเก่งว่ะแล้วเราก็แบบรู้สึกว่าตั้งแต่ปีหนึ่งอ่ะมันจะมีเรื่องเล่าอยู่ก็คือเราอ่ะต้องแบบไปแต่ละห้องมันจะมี10ห้องใช่ไหมของวิศวะเนี่ยมันจะรวมแบบภาคอินเตอร์กับภาคไทยซึ่งผมไปแล้วแบบมันไม่มีที่นั่งผมก็เลยไปตรงแถวก๊อกน้ำ
ไม่ทำไมคนไปแถวเก้าอี้แถวอะไรอย่างงี้คนไปแถวก๊อกน้ำ
คือเก้าอี้มันเต็มหมดแล้วแล้วคือแบบตรงนั้นอ่ะมันจะมีร้านขาย
Standing room only
ตรงก๊อกน้ำเอาไว้แบบล้างจานอะไรอย่างเงี้ย
อ๋อไม่ใช่ห้องเรียนใช่ไหมเป็นโรงอาหาร
เป็นโรงอาหารโอเคผมก็เลยแบบไปยืนตรงนั้นเพราะไม่มีที่นั่งแล้วอยู่ๆก็มีผู้ชายคนหนึ่งสูงเดินมา
เอาละ
เดินมาแบบ
ยังไงเดิน
อย่างนี้เลย
เฮ้ย
แล้วก็แบบสบตากัน5 วิ
ปากจู่
ๆจำได้เลย
ปากจู่ๆได้ไหม
ต้องปากอย่างเงี้ย
เอาละชัดเลยรู้เลยอะไร
ฮะ
เป็ดใช่ไหมสูงปากจู่ๆ
ไม่ใช่
ตายแล้วอันนั้นสูงไปกลัวเลยพี่ทีสูงไป
โอเคเพื่อนเองเพื่อนปอน
กลางวันยังกลางวันอยู่
ยังกลางวันอยู่
โอเคกลางวัน
ตอนนั้นก็คือแบบโอ้โหเดินมาแบบโอ้โหออร่ามากอันนี้ต้องแบบดาราชัวร์ก็คือเดินมามองตากัน5 วิผมจำได้เลยแบบสบตากันแบบอย่างนี้แหละ
ใคร
อย่างนี้แหละ
ที่ไม่โนโตะ
แล้วแบบอยู่ๆเขาเดินมาแล้วก็ Yo what's up bro อันนี้คือคำแรกที่ทักกันเลย
อันนี้คือรู้จักกันมาก่อนอยู่แล้ว
Yo what's up bro
แต่เคยเห็นในตึก
After staring at each other for 5 seconds
เขายังไม่เข้าคุณยังไม่เข้า
ก็คือเรียนก่อนก็คือ2 คนยังไม่เข้าแล้วก็มาเจอกันแบบจากเป็นใครไม่รู้แบบโรงเรียนต่างโรงเรียนบอกว่าเราก็เดินมา Yo what's up
แล้วเราทำไงเราก็ตอบ
ก็ตอบอยู่แล้วเราก็แบบสายนี้อยู่แล้วไง
แล้วเราตอบว่าอะไรตอนนั้นตอบว่าอะไร
Yo
Yo Oh my gosh True besties GeminiFourth gang PondDunk well I'm Dunk GeminiFourth now welcome to the gang of how they didn't translate this. I'm assuming that's some sort of WhatsApp or something. And it continues. Thank you, honored to be in the good morning. T-Rack? Woohoo gang. Shenanigans continue.
ครับผมสำหรับรางวัล Rising Male of the Year นะครับผมได้แก่คุณนราวิทย์เลิศรัตน์โกสุมนะครับผม
Make the friendship race
Literally me every time they're near each other. So everyone sees them goofing off, and then this person's like, oh. The feeling is mutual.
มีปอนดักกับปอนว่าปอนก็คือปอนผมพูดเลยชื่อปอน
ไอ้ดังมาไอ้ดังใช่เอาไอ้ดังแล้วกันไอ้ดังมาเพื่อนกำลังปั้นหุ่นกันก็ฝากด้วยนะครับ
You might as well call this account the Black Pearl. You get that reference. The ghost ship.
แล้วแบบเฮ้ยคนนี้แบบอาจจะคุยได้แป๊บหนึ่งแล้วแบบเฮ้ยเข้ากันเลยมันจะมีความแบบคลิกกันซึ่งมันมีเพื่อนในมหาลัยผมนี่แหละอันนี้ผมพูดเลยชื่อปอนอันนี้ก็คือเขาอ่ะแบบวันนั้นอ่ะคือเราไปรับน้องวิศวกรรมศาสตร์
Oh my gosh,
ก็
they
ไม่
look
มีที่นั่ง
young.
กันทั้งคู่แล้วก็หันมามองหน้ากันอย่างเงี้ยมองตากัน5 วิแล้วอยู่ๆก็แบบโย่ bro แล้ว
I gotta say, it's gotta be amazing to have friends that are in this with you. I'm sure you've had friends in the workplace, coworkers, etc. It's a little different in this, in that there's a lot more chances of like criticism, and you're in the public eye, and it's a whole different thing as opposed to just working alongside somebody. And you just kind of, talk every once in a while and maybe hang out. This is a little different in that they're going through quite a bit of scrutiny and acting together. So they both have that experience dealing with the public and fans and all these different things and different relationships and whatnot. It would be so amazing to have a good best friend that's just in it with you and relatable and all that good stuff. So 6 years, I'm sure they're so freaking happy that they have this. 'Cause it would be tremendous. Somebody to lean on that's not, obviously in a relationship with them or whatnot. Just somebody to confide in.
มันจะได้แบบว่าไม่เครียดกันเยอะพอมันดูไม่ได้ใส่ซับโอ้โหเพื่อนมาอร่อยแน่นอนนั่นเดี๋ยวผมกับดังเนี่ยอาสาไปพวกพี่กินเอง
ทีนี้ก็คือรอแค่3 นาทีเอง
รอแค่3
นาทีนี่มองหน้ากันก็หมดเวลาเฮ้ย
ดังมาเสิร์ฟให้กูหน่อยดิ
มา
Keep thinking about Force Book, like they've known each other since they were children and they became an official couple. Like, wow, that's wild. That's truly wild. That's amazing. To know each other since childhood. I mean, that's even, it's pretty rare to find high school sweethearts that kind of stick together. I don't even know the odds of somebody you grew up with sticking together. Like that's got to be such a tiny percentage of people. And they just so happen to be in an official couple. Like, wow. Against the odds completely. TikTok making me do this again. All right, here we go. Go ahead and hit some music. And we do it. 2 objects that are the same shape. I mean, it's a little obvious, but I think we're going to go with the Y's. What? I think that was an error on their part, because I think I nailed it. Go with the F's. We're in. We're in. We've hacked the system. I would not want to kiss my childhood friend who I had to see in every school I went to, but that's just me. Yeah, that would be... I mean, obviously, if you were crushing on him hard or that kind of thing, it would be a little different if you had, like, legitimate feelings for that person throughout the entire time. You never said anything. You just kind of lived in that friend zone, I guess. At that point, that'd be pretty sweet. But yeah, if you're having to kiss your childhood friend, that's a little odd. I would not be quite fond of that. Then again, I've moved around so much that my childhood friends are who knows where. No idea what they're doing or up to. I think my only connection to those folks was probably Facebook. And at that point, it's like, why am I even on here? Like, I don't speak to these people. I haven't spoken to them in like over a decade, at least.
One friend left to sell clothes.
I do envy. I legitimately envy people that are still friends with like childhood friends or went to school with or whatever. How many times have I moved? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. 4 times. And not like tiny moves, not across town, not in a different house in the same town. We're talking like across the country. So yeah, pretty much everybody just kind of went by the wayside. Depends on the circumstances, but it's just a funny image of like walking into a different career and you see your friend and it's like, not again. Why are you here? Yeah, that's true. That is true. At a certain point, you're just like, are we destined to like always be hanging out together? Like, what is happening? That is, it's enviable, but also could be very odd.
Left to sell clothes. One works down by the coast. One had 2 kids but lives alone.
PondDunk.
One's brother overdosed. One's already on his 2nd wife. One's just barely getting by. But these people raised me and I can't wait to go home and now.
Wait a minute. Until now. What? Wait a minute. They still support and love each other until now. Interesting. Hooray! Jung, together with Pon Fuin and P. Jack, made it to Dunk's graduation not by helicopter, private jet, or car, but by motorbike. Could you imagine being on the road and you just see them like pass you or you pass them or whatever? That would be interesting. Wow. This is such a nice graduation outfit. Ours is I think I still have it, actually. Ours was literally just a black... My college one, my university one, literally just a black robe. Nothing special about it. It was like this really terrible fabric-y, almost like plastic in a way. It was so paper thin. Oh my God. This looks awesome. Oh, that's so cool. Love the support. That's awesome. That is very cool. Can you imagine? Just you're part of the graduation, and then all of a sudden, a bunch of actors show up, and you're like, "Wait, what's going on?" I don't think I had anyone famous in my graduating class ever. I think fans have had that happen a bunch of times. Sometimes like thrice in one day. I think that happened to Jung recently. That's awesome. Love the support. That's a great photo. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Literally support. Literally support. Super cool. You'll love to see it. Absolutely adore it. That is amazing. It's good to have a friendship like that, especially when you're in the public eye and things can get kind of weird or tough or gotta be amazing. Thai graduation outfits are cool. I don't even own mine. It was just black and had like a red gold stripe. We rent them in the UK unless you have the money and want to buy them. I don't think I was given the option to rent mine here in the US. I think it was buy, but it was very cheap. So it kind of matched the quality of it. It was super cheap, not expensive. And it looked it. It looked it. It was literally one color. Obviously if you had some sort of like honors or in an organization, maybe you could have like a pin or like a rope kind of thing go around your neck. But yeah, ours were pretty gross. And people do decorate the cap. I guess it's called a cap and gown. There we go. There's the phrasing. People do decorate the cap. Although they do frown upon it. My university. Ours was pretty expensive. Really? Oh, geez. Here you basically dress how you want for graduation. That's not bad. I like that. I had like I did dress up under it. So it looked good, I guess. I kind of looked like a judge, to be honest. It was a black robe. And then I had like a tie and a dress shirt under it. So you saw like the tie and dress shirt. So I literally just looked like a judge, I guess. Ridiculous. I'm going to graduate in a couple months and you got to pay for every single thing. Oh, geez. Even for people coming to watch you graduate? What? Oh, gosh. At least ours was free attendance. And it could be anybody. You could bring like 20 people with you. I think we're in the, for the university, we were in the brand new basketball arena, which I think held like, oh gosh. Was it 15,000? So it was free for the guests. You pay for guests? Oh my gosh. Really? Awful. Oh, geez. Yeah, there was some people, you could literally hear it. You know, they would get their name called and then like 30 people would just start going crazy. Like, oh my gosh, they brought the whole family, friends, cousins, great grand cousins, who knows? I was just like, whoa, got a cheering section for them. But yeah, the attendance was free. And then of course you got to pay for the cap and gown. That wasn't too expensive because it was literally cheap and gross. My parents did pay for the frame to go around the diploma, which was pricey. I've seen that diploma maybe twice. I've opened the box and looked at it. It's still, I think it's under like some stairs. Like, you know, the space that Harry Potter lived in? I think that's where it is actually right now. So I'll see it one day. I might hang it up. Who knows? Mine was in a cathedral though. Oh, I bet those acoustics were lovely. So I guess they were minimizing how many people can go. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think I paid like 30 to 40 pounds. I don't remember anymore. Yeah, that makes sense. If it's limited seating or like not too much, it makes sense to make people pay for it. Yeah, both of my high school and my university were at a basketball arena. Both of them. Kind of weird. Yours is going to be 30 per person. I guess it's not too bad, but it's just like, really? It doesn't seem like a sporting event or like a movie or anything like that. Like, it's not an entertainment event. You're going to support somebody who is graduating. So it's kind of odd to charge people for that. I guess it shows how much they care, right? If they're willing to pay it, it means they care. I think mine was that price for 2 people. I just took my parents. Yeah. Well, it's a good way to weed out the people that don't care. I was willing to pay money to see you graduate. How much I care. All right. Jump into the next one. I was very close to not being in the graduation at all. I was super close. I had 1 credit hour left. And I was just like, what do I do? It was a couple months before. I had to do like a field study or internship kind of thing. And the professor running it was very cool. He did me a solid, a favor, if you will, and made sure I got that before graduation. Very pleased with that. So I did make it in, but they were saying, we don't know if your name's going to be in the program or not. I was like, you know what? I don't care. Just get me across the stage, whatever it takes. I don't care if I'm in the program, whatever. Just get me out of here, please. Ay. All right, let's jump into the next one. It is Jeff Satur. This is a music video, official music video. Ride or Die. It was posted 2 months ago. It's definitely a newer music video. Oh my gosh, the thumbnail of the recommended video is Dan and Phil Games, and it is a wild thumbnail. Oh my gosh. I might show you that. Move this over. Go ahead and minimize it because I know we're going to have some closed captioning. There's the recommended thumbnail, by the way. Oh my gosh. Oh, Dan and Phil. It's an interesting thumbnail. This sparked such a debate among Swedish Jeff Satur BL fans. Really? Interesting. I saw that they uploaded that. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Pushing the bounds. Pushing the bounds. Good for them, though. That was literally posted an hour ago. There you go. All right, let's jump into this music video. I have no idea what to expect. Assuming it's going to include a guitar, maybe. They just live streamed their tour a week ago. It was so fun. Oh my God. I bet that was. Who wants to bet this gets blocked by YouTube? Or not by YouTube, but the record company.
All the lights flashing by, gonna brace now. Guess I'm feeling alive, cause you're here now. We're a beautiful mess in the city, and you so damn pretty, yeah, you so damn pretty. If I'm closing my eyes out on the highway, take the wheel and not go anywhere. You know I go anywhere with you. I feel it, I feel on overdrive.
So far, great.
Controlling my system.
I'm just going to say this. We're not even all the way through. This is a damn fine song. I like it. I like it a lot. Music video is awesome. Great lighting. Interesting. It's entertaining. A little bit of betrayal there. Yikes. It's so classic. Amazing. Amazing. Dang. Great video. Great music. It's not overly complicated. A good song. Wow. Excellently done. Beautifully shot. Lighting. Had a story to it. It wasn't crazy in depth, but it was entertaining. That's really what you can ask for a music video that's, what, 3 minutes, 6 seconds? Really all you want. Something that engages you, captures your attention, and then you just get lost in the song. Truly wonderful. Through that, a like, as I show the Dan and Phil thumbnail again. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original music video. Go ahead and throw it some love. Also, check out Jeff's channel. I'm sure he has more amazing, amazing videos. Go ahead and throw that in the chat as well, those watching live. People behind Jeff Satter's song, besides him, are Swedish, and they also work with a Swedish artist who released his latest album last year. This is the same team. It's not surprising that the sound and vibe are very similar, but it still became a big discussion here with people even bringing up copyright and all that. Really? Well, I mean, boy, that's tough. I mean, I'm assuming producers have some sort of I'm assuming producers have some sort of style to their music, or at least some signature that they're known for. But it kind of makes sense that songs that they produce would have some sort of feel to it. Like, look at Ed Sheeran. Well, he writes songs, he produces songs. They all kind of have an Ed Sheeran feel to it. Benny Blanco does a lot of the same sort of songs, and they're all great. Every one that I've heard has been pretty interesting or good. So it makes sense that there's at least some signature to all of them. I don't know about copyright. All right, let's bring up some information on Jeff. Here we go. Born in Bangkok, Thai, Italian, Indian from his father's side. His mother is Thai Chinese. The second child, family of 5, age 30. Went to university. Been active since 2015, which, as we learned not that long ago, is a decade. What? Agent, studio on Saturn. Genre, Thai pop. Been active since 2013. Art and Japanese language. Has a bachelor's degree in business administration. Learned the electric guitar and piano before taking formal singing lessons. Formed in a middle school band. Go. Wait, what? 2019, he decided to quit music and work at his father's business. But he met a manager called Pop who gave him the opportunity to act in the short film He, She, It and compose a song. Oh, that probably got him back into it. Comedy was Satter's first ever self-composed song. In 2020, he signed with Passenger Records, then with Wayfarer Records under Warner Music Thailand, releasing the singles, Highway, Complicated, and Loop. At the same time, he reprised writing his own music. Isn't that funny? Like, you can go away from it, and then all of a sudden, something just snaps, and you just like, oh yeah, I love it again. Isn't that wild? You can find your passion over. That's kind of the beauty of life, I guess, is that you can kind of go away from something just kind of resparks your interest, and you're right back at it. Obviously became known to the general public in 2022 after playing Kim, the youngest son of the mafia family, in the BL drama series Kin Porsche. Wrote and sang the song Why Don't You Stay. Didn't know he was 30. Yeah. Life happens. Age comes at you fast. Let's see. 2023 held his first solo concert. 24 starred in the movie The Paradise of Thorns. Sang the soundtrack Rain Wedding. December 19th of last year, Italian luxury fashion house Valentino appointed him first brand ambassador from Thailand. Wow. That's an honor. Got some more stuff coming with acting. And I'm assuming that'll include some original singles as well. Some soundtracks. There you go. Ride or Die. People who knew the song was made by the producers and said that, but I guess it's kind of interesting. If you're going to throw around the term like copyright and plagiarism, that kind of stuff, it requires quite a bit of evidence. And one of the things, Prince said this a while ago at this point, but he was just like, everything's a sample of a sample, and eventually we'll be sampling samples. Or whatever he said, something like that. It's just like, yeah, everybody's kind of influenced by everybody else. Certainly, if it's the same music producers, things are going to be spilling into one or the other. So it just kind of makes sense. Jeff Satur from a fading star to a luminous red giant. A little bit of astronomy there. You pick that up. Despite his meteoric rise and undeniable talent, as we literally just witnessed, it took 8 years in the industry before he truly cemented his place as a household name, which is about on par, honestly, with stand-up comedians. Stand-up comedians usually take about 10 years to hone their voice and their craft. So 8 years is pretty good. Some obviously do it like that. Some take a little longer. It is what it is, I guess. A dying star that has expanded to become large and luminous. Tagline from Jeff Satter's upcoming concert perfectly encapsulates his incredible journey. Developed a deep passion for music at 9, immersing himself in CDs. A little bit of age there. CDs. And cassette tapes. Oh, even older. Across various genres. In an interview with Harper's Bazaar, Jeff shared, "I love the energy and intensity of rock music." Yeah, absolutely. Rock music has kind of faded from the mainstream quite a bit. So it's good to hear, somebody's trying to bring it back into the mainstream. I love the way Japan's music makes me feel. I want to create music that makes people feel similar. That is a crazy cool guitar. That is an awesome guitar. Dang. Jeff began his musical journey with the acoustic guitar. Later formed a band during secondary school. And then we go into Fading Star. Although his music gained some recognition, Jeff Satter's name remained largely unknown. Recalls performing at a shopping center in a small town during his second year as an artist. I felt so bad because there was no one there except my parents. Oh boy. I mean, that happens, right? People only stopped from a distance to see who was performing. I chose well-known songs as well as my own song, Miss You Like Crazy. But I guess they only knew the songs, not the artist. So he was like buskering, kind of. That's interesting. Hey, you never know who you will meet, right? Despite setbacks, Jeff remained determined. In 2018, he signed with the Grand Music by GMM Grammy and continued releasing music. However, the traditional marketing style, releasing songs and doing media promotions, left little room for what he loved most, performing on stage. By 2019, seeing no career growth, made the heartbreaking decision to give up on his music career after 6 years. After stepping away, Jeff explored various ventures, assisting in his family business, working as a graphic designer, using his business management background to start a soft drink company. Interesting. However, passion for music never faded. Later, he met a manager who taught him how to compose music and offered him an acting opportunity, series He, She, It. In 2019, this opened the door to a new career in acting while also marking the first time he composed music independently. Wow, isn't that crazy? It is very much, your life can change on a dime. He met that manager and his life completely changed. It kind of goes into that cliche, albeit it's not what you know, it's who you know. Although technically this guy did help teach him how to compose music, I suppose. But it is very much who you know, not what you know. Very interesting. Life can just change like that. He's got to be open to opportunities and meeting people, which can be difficult, especially if you see like no growth and you kind of give up on it. Like, I'm sure he felt horrendous doing that. And then you get the breakthrough role in 2022, so a couple years later, in Kin Porsche. Gained him both domestic and international recognition. Participated in a Chinese singing reality show. He won the Hot Song Performance of the Year. Some awards. Attributing his success to staying true to his identity, Jeff continues to craft his unique style and create music that reflects his essence. Authenticity is evident in tracks such as Highway, Dum Dum, and Fade, the latter of which has amassed over 200 million views on YouTube. Unbelievable. To go from a tiny little store with just your parents listening to you to over 200 million views on YouTube in just a couple of years. That is unreal. Gosh, there's a beauty to that. There is an absolute beauty to that. From nothing to something. Just, oh, that's wonderful. Known for his music and fashion influence, was named a Cartier brand ambassador. Imagine giving up on your passion. You meet somebody who just happens to be in that, invites you to do this thing you've never done. And then all of a sudden you're a brand ambassador to Cartier. Wow. Life is very interesting. Obviously, the talent was there. It just wasn't in the right situation. Unbelievable. The dream for every person trying to make it in the industry. Indeed. So glad he gained all the attention. He's too talented to just let be. Really showed up out of nowhere for me. Yeah. Isn't that amazing? Truly beautiful. So this is an article where he did talk about the Ride or Die song. As an artist deeply involved in crafting both lyrics and melodies, every song Jeff creates naturally becomes part of him. He continues to channel his artistic abilities into new projects, collaborating with internet teams. Quote, Ride or Die, which we literally just listened to, is a song I'm really attached to, like all my songs. But if I had to pick one that feels like the beginning of many things, it would be Why Don't You Stay? These songs introduced me to many people, sparked the journey that led me here. It was the turning point where my career as a singer really took off, but in Thailand, both in Thailand and international. Even though I started as an actor, people often forget I was also the singer from 10 or 8 years ago. These songs brought back that side of me, reminding everyone, yes, I'm Jeff Satur, the same person. Became the foundation for everything that followed. I recently worked on some tracks with a producer from Sweden. One of the songs I wrote is Ride or Die. The meaning behind it is similar to the story of Bonnie and Clyde. I'm assuming it's Bonnie and Clyde, although it says Bonnie and Clyde. About a bird with oh, maybe it is Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie and Clyde is not about birds. About a bird without wings. There I am trying to like edit it in my head. Needing to keep flying or it will die. The song captures that feeling. Musically, it's also one of the fastest tracks I've ever made. Yeah, it was definitely quick. It was definitely quick. But honestly, I like that music. I like a little faster speed to it. The song captures that feeling. Musically, it's also one of the fastest tracks I ever made, as most of my songs tend to be slower or mid-tempo. This one's energetic, and I think everyone will really vibe to it. Agreed. It is a vibe. I was watching a reel with Benny Blanco, and I don't know why I'm getting introduced to all these. I'm assuming it's because he's going out with Selena Gomez or something, and he's becoming more popular. I have no idea, but I'm getting recommended all these clips of Benny Blanco in interviews, and he was talking about music from like the 2010-ish area, and he was listing all these songs and how they were all super quick and energetic because he didn't realize how to change the speed or tempo in a program he was using. So all those songs are really like hyper and energetic, which honestly is great. But he didn't know how to change the tempo, so they were all upbeat. And frankly, I think it works. I love songs that are upbeat and, high energy, especially from like the 2010s. I do kind of miss that music. Every song that came out was like a club banger. Wonderful. Stories in Jeff's music often hide symbolic meanings crafted through dedicated teamwork between him and his collaborators. Let's see here. I enjoy working with a team where multiple minds come together, thinking and refining to create the best possible outcome, making the story complete. I love every music video we've created, but I'd particularly recommend the latest one, Ride or Die. The most exhausting video shoot I've ever been on. You'll have to see how tough it was for yourself. Yeah, I would say so. I mean, riding bikes, bit of like fight choreography, all that stuff. Obviously not getting stabbed for real, but definitely looked exhausting. It was beautiful though. Visually stunning, I would say. Lighting was stunning. Cinematography was good. There were some great angles. Very interesting. Me too. All these interviews of Benny is making me really like him. Yeah, absolutely. I saw one where he was talking about how, he reminds Selena Gomez like every day just how lucky he is that likes him and she chose him, and how appreciative he is and all that stuff. And I'm just like, maybe he's a really good guy, which is difficult to find in, music industry and movie industry. It just, the PR for those two industries is not great. Like recent history shows that it is not a good place to be. So at least from what it looks like, he'll be a good dude. All right. Go ahead and move on. That was a great song. That was a very good song. Excellent video, too. We enjoyed that. I can't say I've been let down once by Jeff Satur songs, so yeah, I like the style. I like the style a lot. Next up is Shadowhunters TikTok edits, because this show was super underrated. It's been a while since I've done a Shadowhunters video, so this will be interesting. I think I've read a couple comments of people, hey, when are you doing Shadowhunters again? Well, today's the day. Yeah, you give some solid relationship advice. Going to be honest, they did not make sense to me at all, but the promo for Selena's album certainly opened a lot of people's eyes. Agreed. I think most people were probably looking at them going, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm confused. But then again, we're also not in their lives. So literally the most, I can't even think of one instance where I heard him talk, to be brutally honest. So all these interview videos and whatnot, I'm like, oh, seems like a pretty decent dude. So I was merely going off of like looks and first impression. And I think most people had the same reaction of, I don't get it. But I think we've all been, our eyes are opening to why Selena chose him. Why I made the video. Thought I'd help you out by making a video with clips to react to. Appreciate it. The books are my life. Well, there you go. Shadowhunters TikTok edits, because this show was super underrated. Let's go ahead and move this into the TikTok positioning. There we go. Should be good. All right, let's jump in. I only watched like the first 2 seasons of the show, though. I was a bit too disappointed at how it was adapted, to be honest. That is the classic, isn't it? That is the classic. You know, if you've ever read the books or the original content or the original sources for things that get adapted, whether it's a play or you've seen it or it's a book into a show or movies, it usually doesn't live up to it. Usually. One thing that I've learned recently is that apparently a lot of people that were fans of the Harry Potter books did not like the movies. That is news to me. I had no idea. I thought everybody loved them. But apparently there's a large amount of people that read the books cover to cover that really don't like the movies. It was shocking to me. Shocking. So apparently that HBO show is supposed to be close. They needed a better last season, another season. The ending was rushed. It wasn't a bad adaptation. The issue was pacing was inconsistent. Couples had chemistry. Just when there was a slow burn, it felt too slow. All right. Let's jump into it. See what we got here. Starting off with Taylor Swift. The streak continues. Taylor strikes again, indeed. Go ahead and move this over just a little bit. I want to make sure I don't cut anything off. Well, the streak is alive and well.
You could bet that, never gotta sweat
You be
that.
the trash, I'll be the rubber band. You be the match, I will be a fuse. Boom, painter, baby, you could be the muse. I'm the reporter, baby, you could be the news. Cause you're the cigarette, and I'm the smoker. We raise a bet, cause you're the joker.
Wait a minute, is that the Old Spice guy from the commercials? I see that. What? Yes? Oh, jeez. It's so weird because I don't know if I've seen him act in anything I can remember other than those commercials. Look at the horse. Now back to me. Now back to the horse. Best characters in his show: Magnus, Alec, and Isabel.
This is Alec. And I'm Isabel.
The question is, how many thirst traps?
She's got a thing.
I won't pull out the counter, but
Don't we?
I think we're gonna have a few.
Such a buzzkill.
Oh, gotcha.
What are we gonna do now? You know? Who invited the vampire? Seriously?
Who invited the vampire?
Wait, you're kidding, right?
What I gotta do to show these girls that I own them. Some call me Mickey and some call me Roman. Skeezer, please, I'm in a visa. Just like these and I need my own sneaker.
Do you think red's my color? Is. With a body like yours, everything's your color. Good point.
Oh, okay. Adopted sibling.
Okay.
small turned to a friendship turned to a bond, and that bond will never be broken, the love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach, so remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you're gonna be with me for the last one.
What is this SpongeBob song? That was so funny.
Pretty boy, get your team ready. I'm not talking to you.
Nope.
I'm talking to you.
How long do you think they've been distracting for?
10 more minutes.
10 minutes? You kidding? We liquid lunch in 5.
So let's distract them.
So let's distract them.
It's a good song.
Thank you, but it's not about beauty. Tiger has stripes. I have eyeliner.
If you want it, I'm gonna be boom, boom. If you got it, you got it, you got that boom, boom. If you want it, I'm gonna be
Simon, I told you to stay out of this. You could have been killed.
Well, I'm not a Shadowhunter, so I guess I don't have to listen.
Speaking of Simon, good timing on that. Good timing.
Got your back. Get in here. Stop it. I would have killed you. I would have let you. I would have killed you. I would have let you.
Is he gonna be alright? No, I wanna hear my track.
I don't know. Does he normally just lay like that without moving?
No, never go home, don't sleep, don't eat, just put it on repeat. Keep I'm in the club, yeah, I'm 365 party girl. Should we do a little key? Should we do a little?
the beauty of bringing fans together.
So Alec gets magic, Clary gets vamp speed, and what do I get? Pointy ears.
You'll learn my true powers next time you take your lover to bed.
Impressive. Hello. Hi.
Dang.
Jace, do you know any really good mundane restaurants?
How did you get my number?
Don't worry about that. Do you know any or not? Get in here. Stop it.
I just...
No. Never. Clary.
You mean like act it out?
Yeah.
Here.
Dazzle me.
Dazzle me.
Okay. I'm Lewis. Simon Lewis.
No. What is that?
It's me being you. Dark, mysterious.
Looks like you're low on fiber. Okay.
Pretty boy, get your team ready.
What to do?
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to...
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Come with me.
Oh my gosh.
Kind of a personal question for you.
Go for it.
What happens to your clothes when you know?
Wolf out.
Yeah.
Took you so long.
Problem with the vending machine.
When I come through on the dance hall, checking out that catalog. Can't believe I have so many women without a flaw. And I ain't gon' give it up, steady tryna pick it up like a car. I'm a hit, I'm getting the blacks onto it until tomorrow. Oh, stranger.
Where were you? Where were you? Lost and insecure. You found me. You found me.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Don't sell yourself short.
Your boyfriend?
No.
What's the point of an invisibility room if you don't silence your phone?
Magnus Bane is over 300 years old. And as you can see,
That's old.
He's not exactly shied away from the pleasures of every century.
Oh, you got to make the years pass somehow, right?
She's my vitals. When I need to ref, she's my ride or die. When I'm out of faith, she's my idol. I just killed a man, she's my alibi.
Can I help you?
Yeah, you come here often?
I work here.
Oh my gosh.
They say the world's not perfect, but it's not that bad if we got each other and that's all we have. I will be your lover and I'll hold your hand. You should know I'll be there for you. When the world's not perfect, when the world's not kind, if we have each other, then we'll both be fine. I will be your lover and I'll hold your hand. You should know I'll be there for you.
All right, we're going to cut this in half. So we're going to go to some information. Then we'll hop back in after. Go ahead and bring it over here. All right. Shadowhunters, also known as Shadowhunters, the Mortal Instruments, American supernatural drama series based on the novel series The Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare. Premiered in North America on Freeform 2016. Series follows Clary, who finds out on her 18th birthday that she comes from a long line of Shadowhunters, human-angel hybrids who hunt down demons, has to deal with the struggle of forbidden love. Shows received numerous award nominations, winning 1 GLAAD Award, 16 Choice Awards, and 5 People's Choice. March 2016, it was renewed for a season of 20 episodes. Whoa. In August 2016, showrunner Ed Decter left the series over creative difference. Interesting. So the question there is the first season much different than the rest, considering the fact that left before the second season started? Renewed it for a third season, 20 episodes, canceled the series after 3 seasons, but ordered 2 extra episodes to properly conclude the series' story. So that's why it was rushed. But I will say this, it's pretty amazing that they at least got the 2 extra episodes. That's pretty cool. First season's pacing was probably the slowest and low-key a little boring. Well, I guess that is a good thing that the showrunner left. It's interesting. So it's cool that they got the 2 extra episodes to at least try to cut some stuff up, or at least tie up the loose ends. Her 18th birthday, Clary is accepted into the Brooklyn Academy of Arts. That evening, while out celebrating with her best friend Simon, Clary sees a group of suspicious people that nobody else can see. Yeah, I'd be a little freaked out, honestly. She follows them in the back room of the club, witnessing a fight. She interferes, grabbing a blade, believing she has accidentally committed a murder. Oops. Clary is distraught and immediately rushes home. Her mother then reveals invisible inkings on her own skin, similar to those worn by the group at the club. Knowing she will be attacked, Jocelyn fears for Clary's safety, asking their friend Dot to send her through a portal to Luke, her only father figure. However, when she arrives, Clary believes Luke has betrayed her, leading to her returning to her apartment. When she arrives, she finds her mother missing, a monstrous Dot asking her about a mortal cup. Clary is saved by a blonde boy from the club who seems to know more about herself than she does. Joins up with a group of Shadowhunters, half angel, half human, to save her mother from the villainous Valentine, Clary's own father, and discovers powers she never knew she possessed. Clary is thrown out into the world of demon hunting with the mysterious, narcissistic, and attractive Shadowhunters Jace, Isabel, and Alec, drags her loyal and geeky friend Simon along for the ride. Now living amongst the fair folk, warlocks, vampires, and werewolves, Clary begins a journey of self-discovery as she learns more about her past and what her future may hold. Best platonic, non-romantic relationship was always Alec and Isabel. Jason Alec gave me low-key, family intimacy vibes at one point. Yikes. Although Clary and Alec was decent at times. I didn't know what to say for that word. Family intimacy. Oh, gosh. Went on for about 3 years. What I usually look for here. Okay, so they split the season 10 and 10, 10 and 12, the extra 2. Oh, interesting. In 2010, Screen Gems announced they were going into production of the film adaptation of City of Bones, the first book in the Mortal Instruments series, with hopes of starting a successful film franchise. Production on a film adaptation of the second book, City of Ashes, was due to start in September 2013, but was delayed to 2014 and eventually canceled after the first film failed to recoup its budget. And then in 2014, they confirmed that the Mortal Instruments will return as a television series. So the movie failed, and they're like, I I bet we could do some. I bet we could make this into a TV series. It'll work. Hollywood Reporter that, quote, it actually makes sense to do the novels as a TV series. There was so much from the book that we had to leave out for the film. In the series, we'll be able to go deeper and explore this world in greater detail and depth. I mean, yeah, definitely makes sense. Let's see. Producers hope to adapt the entire book series if the TV adaptation proves successful, which it did, obviously, for a couple seasons. February 2015, book series author announced via Twitter that the television series would be called Shadowhunters rather than The Mortal Instruments. The question is, what is the... See if we can find information on... Here we go. Film adaptation was released 2013, starring Lily Collins. Sure. Film was shot. Lily Collins. I don't recognize a lot of these names. Okay, the budget was $60 million, which you could probably double for marketing, so 120-ish, and then it made 95 in the box office. So yeah, it probably lost some money, as they said. See if we can find a review. Rotten Tomatoes, the film holds an approval rating of 13%. Ooh. Mortal Instruments City of Bones borrows ingredients from seemingly every fantasy franchise of the last 30 years, but can't seem to figure out what to do with them. Metacritic assigned the film a weighted average score of 33 out of 100, based on 35 critics. Oh gosh. Gave it 1 out of 5 stars. This gothic teen fantasy is one of the most disastrous page-to-screen adaptations in memory. Oof. The plot is an incomprehensible tangle of dead ends and recaps. Afterwards, you realize only 2 things have stuck. The story's countless unsubtle borrowings from very recent pop culture, and a brief aside in which we learn one of the earliest demon hunters was Johann Sebastian Bach. Oh no. Oh no. I actually got into the books because of the movie. Interesting. I was preparing to go see the movie. So I read all the books that were out then. I was there for the release of each cast for the show, and then I didn't even finish it. Interesting. The only thing I know about the movie, minus a couple scenes, was Simon was played by Robert Sheehan, aka Klaus from Umbrella Academy. Interesting. City and Bones is so overwhelmed by CGI effects that it amounts to white noise for the eyes. Ooh. Far worse is the way the director couldn't establish a mature tone to support some of the story's generally bold, challenging elements. Yeah. Went on to gross $31 million in North America, $60 million internationally. Major in-house flop. Very interesting. Well, obviously they did better with the show. It did eventually get canceled, but it didn't get canceled immediately. I actually think City of Bones, the movie, was a pretty good adaptation in comparison to the show. Really? When it comes to sticking to the books. That's interesting. Huh. Let's see. In the novel, Cassandra Clare includes references to the works of Holly Black, who's a friend. Awards. Critical reception for City of Bones was mostly positive. Book was addicting. Full of Buffy-esque teens who are trying to save the world. Nothing wrong with that. Very interesting. All right, some information on Clary. I wouldn't trade the Shadow World for anything before. I always felt like there was something missing. Then I met Jace outside Pandemonium, and my life finally made sense. Shadowhunter raised by among mundanes, unaware of her true heritage. Simple and content life was disrupted when her mother was kidnapped, forcing her into action. But on a journey of self-discovery in a dangerous, magical, unpredictable shadow world, the secrets of her past were revealed as she begins to embrace her newfound powers. Headstrong, stubborn, and fiery. Also intelligent and creative, loves and cares deeply about her mother, her friends, and is loyal to them above all others. Having not been raised with the typical Shadowhunter prejudice and rule, she's often at odds with the more traditional Shadowhunters in the Institute, Alec and Lydia. Other issues regarding mundanes and downworlders, strict adherence to rules and protocol, and their generally self-centered culture. Unlike most Shadowhunters who defend innocence out of a sense of duty, Clary does so without hesitation because she wants to. Jace, I am Valentine's weapon. Valentine, I think it's Valentine. You think he's not just going to let me go? He knows that you're my weakness. Said that to Claire. Lethal, an expert shadow hunter, skilled soldier, and the roar against demons. Yap away. Let's see here. Seen as narcissistic, gorgeous. Narcissistically gorgeous. And determined, and an expert shadow hunter, Jace is a natural born leader and is Alec's second in command whenever on assignments with him and Isabel. Jace is headstrong and often prefers to act first, ask permission later. Tough, resourceful, confident, Jace takes slaying demons in his stride, often admiring himself while he does so. Why did I just picture American Psycho when Christian Bale's character is looking in the mirror, flexing? I won't describe that scene, but you know what I mean. He's incredibly loyal to his allies and will stop at nothing to help and save them when necessary. Jace is prepared to risk his life and standing the clave to protect others, easily doing so to prevent harm to others. As the adoptive son of Maurice and Robert, he's a fierce love for his adoptive family, especially his adoptive siblings, Alec and Isabel, whom he can be quite active. Jace was raised to view love and feelings as a distraction from their sacred mission. specifically after Clary's presence and influence, not completely averse to it. Usually sarcastic and humorous, incredibly stubborn, can be impatient, easily annoyed. It happens. It happens to the best of us. Alec, quote, this is relating his own situation to Jace's. You know, it's like you have this plan for your life and you know what you need to do and what your responsibilities are. And you think, you know, if you follow the rules, everything's going to be fine. And somebody comes along and pushes you off that path. Well, I mean, life is full of curveballs, right? Brother of Isabel and Max, the Parabatai, maybe, of Jace, husband of the High Warlock Agnes. Alec is a responsible leader who cares for the well-being of his people and is the current Inquisitor of the Clave. As the eldest of Lightwood siblings, Alec, a very serious, cautious, and by-the-book demeanor, answering to the Clave for reports and missions, following every law and rule, strict moral code for a time, compelled him to follow the law to the letter. Habit of being blunt and extremely distrustful of newcomers, and Simon once referenced that his bedside manner is abysmal. Loyal to his friends, fiercely protective, going along with his friends' missions to keep them safe, even though he disapproves. Alec is gay, but was in denial and reluctant to admit this to himself for years due to the pressure on him. Made him a deeply conflicted individual, torn between being himself and not bringing shame to his family. After meeting Magnus, Alec has chosen what would make him happy and is now proudly dating Anne. Alec can be harsh. He's also deeply caring and affectionate, who won't hesitate to reach out to his family and be at their side when they need him. When something is wrong, there's little he wouldn't do to put things right. Isabel. I've decided to grow up, remember? Current head of the New York Institute, only daughter of Robert and Reese, is the sister of Alec and Max, and is the adoptive sister of former weapons master. Isabel is compassionate, warm, charming, and is generally welcoming to new friends. Despite her beauty and kick-ass combat skills, Isabel is seen to be the moral compass that keeps her brothers, Jace, in check in tense situations, though she is also seen to have a bit of a defiant side. Isabel is not afraid to speak her mind, isn't afraid to break rules. Traits she shares with her adopted brother Jace, able to stand up to higher ranked individuals for what she believes in, and fights and argues to get the point across whenever necessary. Skilled seductress who can seduce any man. Both Shadowhunter and Downworlder into either complying with demands or maintaining confidential information. Well, that's handy. Isabel is also equally skilled and deadly in battle, particularly when using her weapon of choice, her whip. Isabel is feisty, talented, intelligent, and well-educated. I don't know, something about having a whip and also being a skilled seductress. Very interesting imagery there. Fiercely loyal to her family and loved ones, willing to let go of her own happiness if it will make things better for them. In regards to her love life, she originally never really wanted anything more than intimacy. Intimate moments, if you will. After having several encounters with Raphael, things started to change and she realized she was capable of having genuine feelings for someone. After Simon admitted his true feelings to her, she wasn't hesitant to go all in. She had started to fall in love with him. Aww. Collective, aww. Human vampire Shadowhunter, she don't care. She'll get her answers. Magnus to Alec. For almost a century, I've closed myself off, to feeling anything for anyone, man or woman. You've unlocked something in me. He's an immortal, very powerful warlock who has lived for centuries. He's the husband of Alec and the first ever high warlock. Alicante? Maybe? Magnus is fierce, intelligent, cunning, and wise. Gosh, I would hope I would be after 400 years of living. Caring and deeply compassionate, understanding people's motivations with ease due to the experiences he's lived throughout hundreds of years. Incredibly protective of his people, considering his role as the leader seriously, taking the role of his leader seriously. And taking responsibility for the safety of all warlocks. This takes priority over his own happiness. He's often distrusting of Shadowhunters because of the Downworld's Worlders' history. That is such a hard word to say. With them and their constant mistreatment of Magnus and his kind. Despite this, he is not past being friendly with Shadowhunters, especially those who not mean harm. This protective instinct is not limited to warlocks only. It's also helped many new Downworlders navigate through the Downworld. Made a promise to himself after having to learn everything about the Downworld on his own, and has since been harbored, protected, and guided other Downworld. Considers all the Downworlders he's helped as his children. Difficulty leaving people who need help and guidance to fend for themselves. Also has a deep sense of gratitude towards others who help him and his people. Aside from his power and skill, he's also known for his eccentric style, exquisite tastes. He's sarcastic and never hesitates to snap a witty retort when annoyed or hurt. Good defense mechanism. As much as he may appear aloof and uncaring at times, it hides how lonely his life has been and how vulnerable he can be. Boy, it sounds like Lestat a little bit, doesn't it? Just being alive for so long, you lose everybody. As a warlock employed for his services for help, Magnus is incredibly reliable, able to come up with magical solutions for most problems. Despite usually requiring hefty payments. He's helped others countless times free of charge. Openly bi, having been with many women and men. After Camille broke his heart, he closed himself off to feeling love for anyone else. That changed briefly with his friend Dot, and again when he met Alec. Abilities, immortality. Yeah, that's... As we've said many times before, immortality is probably cool for a little bit, and then it gets real old. I'm assuming it does. Simon. But I need you to know the only reason I did it was because I couldn't live knowing you were in danger. Daylighter, rare kind of vampire, able to walk in the sun. Oh, wow. So very much like Edward Cullen, minus the shimmery. Simon was once a mundane whose life was changed when he followed his longtime best friend Clary into her new life among the Shadow World. Loyalty and feelings for Clary are tested as he fights alongside her on an epic journey. He's a real one. He's a real one. He went in and did it. Just out of, care and loyalty. Awesome. Somebody you want in your corner for sure. Simon is intelligent and talented, especially with his music. The first to find humor in any situation, often resorting to jokes to lighten the mood, of nervousness, or to make a reference. I feel like I'm describing myself. He grows talkative when he's nervous, which is often, and isn't ashamed to admit his own weaknesses. Simon is unassuming and self-deprecating. Oh, okay. Each city has like a base for Shadowhunters. Call them instant to know. A good relationship with his mother and sister, as well as close ties to his Jewish heritage. Be a good friend to anyone who reaches out to him, willing to put his fears aside to protect those dear to him. Simon gets in a fight and is trying to protect himself or someone he cares about, he will do what he has to do without hesitation, such as inflicting serious damage on his opponents and even taking a life. This was shown when Jonathan was going to kill Izzy and Simon ran up and bit him really hard on the neck, despite knowing that it would have hurt Clary as well. He also brutally killed fellow vampire Quinn out of fear for his own life, which visibly disturbed Clary, Luke, and Raphael, as none of them knew that Simon was capable of being that ruthless. Well, it's good to let them know, you know? Got to be unpredictable, just a little bit. Just set the mood, set the tone. Simon used to wear glasses as a mundane, but lost the need for them after being turned into a vampire. You know, that sounds like a pretty sweet deal. That sounds like a pretty sweet deal, if I do say so. Oh my gosh. I love this description. Simon is a handsome, well-groomed young man with a casual sense of clothing. All right, let's hop back in. Let's hop back in. Here we go.
Entreat me not to leave you, and to return from following after you. But whither thou goest, I will go. Thy people be my people, thy God be my God. And thou highest everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you're gonna be with me for the last time.
She assembled the perfect group. Smart. Loyal. Admiring. And compassionate.
What is going on here?
Sounds like a
Isabel
good group,
and
just from what we
Simon
read.
were kissing when this happened.
What? Okay, so Alec gets magic. Claire gets
What?
vamp speed. And what do I get? 20 years.
You'll learn my true powers next time you take your lover to bed.
Leave a leather jacket to hell.
That line
great
is
idea.
wild.
You're not hot.
Are you sweating from the heat? Or from fear?
Fear. I'm terrified. I can't lie, can I? No. Perfect. Let's go find the others.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
Stop.
one more question.
Oh.
A serious question.
Please
On a
stop.
scale of 1 to 10.
How handsome do you think I am? Like a 9.
9. Jeez. Thank you. That's very kind of you.
I hate to burst your bubble, but you've got bigger things to worry about right now than your vanity, including Simon. It's okay. Get it. He's a good guy. He's been through so much already. It's lucky he's tougher than he looks. Actually, I always kind of admired that about him.
You have? You're bonded with Melly and you can't lie, can you?
Oh my gosh. Reminds me of Liar Liar with Jim Carrey. That was a funny movie, and he couldn't lie.
So hot.
You said parabolics are the friends. You don't know the half of it. Would you ever consider becoming my parabatai? I was thinking of asking the very same.
You had me at hello. You had me at parabatai.
Wherever you go, that's where I'll follow. Nobody's promised tomorrow. So I'ma love you every night like it's the last night. Like it's the last night. If the world was ending, I wanna be next to you. If the party was over and our time on earth was
That's going to be the word of the stream. I'm going to say that at the end.
Slow down, I've been a little busy protecting our people from certain death. Eris, this is between me and your son.
Last night.
Relax. Does he normally just lay like that without moving? Playing hard to get. I love a challenge. A lot of things right now, Alexander. This is an elegant affair. Not an episode of The Real Housewives of Idris. Video for a millisecond before your arranged marriage. You may be mortal, but you're not immune to crow's feet. The only other person I've known who could draw as well was Michelangelo.
Relax.
Was excellent in bed, I might add.
I literally just accidentally cut myself like 2 days ago. What the heck?
Never seen my brother as happy as he is with his revenge.
I know the feeling.
We're parabatai.
I'll just say it. You'll feel better. In love with Chase.
Forget it. You're in love with Chase.
Oh, okay. The middle school
D-
comeback.
I'm not into him. You
I
are.
look so miserable.
Don't.
You do. You'll feel better.
Like you say, you're right about something.
Is it you? Yeah, we look like crap. Bring it on, Scarface!
Take it off. I'm certain Magnus Bane doesn't want drool on his ruby when we make the exchange.
By the way,
Isabel and Simon are cute, nerdy boy, popular girl trope. Honestly, that's what I was thinking. Looking at him, I'm like, very much seems like the, that reminds me of that movie Girl Next Door.
Partnership. That's hot. Playing hard to get. I love a challenge.
You son of a bitch!
Oh.
What is going on here?
Isabel and Simon were kissing when this happened.
What?
Hey, why haven't you answered my messages? I don't know what love feels like.
Maybe I can teach you.
could read the signs in front of me, I could find a way to others.
We can do it together.
But I don't fucking care.
I'm kind of over this ultimate thing.
Good song, good song. So they had a lot of touching moments. So it wasn't completely out of the realm for those two in the show. At least.
Raphael.
So good to see you, Raphael.
I'm glad you two are together. Couldn't ask for a better man.
Does she know that we think the same?
We take care of our family. It's nothing. Does it seem like nothing, mi amigo? Simon? Raphael?
Santiago. Rafael Santiago.
Where are you taking him?
Quiet.
No, take me. Please, take me. Stop.
Does she know that we think the same?
It's my time.
No. No!
Oh, dang. We're pretty insistent on taking Raphael.
You can be the beauty and I could be the monster. I wanna make you quiet, I wanna make you nervous. I wanna set you free, but I'm too fucking jealous. I wanna. You should know I'll be there for you. I'm 23 and my folks are getting old. I know they don't have forever and I'm scared to be alone. So I'm thankful for my sister, even though sometimes we fight. When high school wasn't easy, she's the reason I survived. I know she never leave me and I hate to see her cry. So I wrote this verse to tell her that I'm always by her side. I wrote this verse to tell her that I'm always by her side. I wrote this verse to tell her that.
Dang, that's a good song. Those lyrics hit.
Feel better now?
No, I don't. Okay, maybe a little.
Brother and sister who disagree on everything, except for how much they love one another and how loyal they are to each other.
I love you, Ellie.
Love you too.
A brother and sister who disagree on everything, except for how much they love one another and how loyal they are to each other.
Sweet tea in the summer, cross my heart, won't tell no other.
You know what I mean?
I do. Sisters can really drive you nuts sometimes.
Pack your dolls in a sweater. We'll move to India forever.
You know what I mean?
I do. Sisters can really drive you nuts sometimes.
It's a bond I've never had. Assuming that's accurate. It's accurate with brothers. That's for sure.
Your first time ever? It all makes sense now. That's why you didn't want me to meet Jessica Blue. Wait, was there ever Jessica Blue?
Less impressive how quickly they become my ex.
Just haven't met the right guy yet.
Or has she?
You always go on about how great these superhero movies are, so I wanted to see what the fuss was about.
And what you think? Oh, that's awesome.
Totally.
See, that's the fun in it, though. The hot girl doesn't see the geeky guy with glasses until the hot girl realizes that the geeky guy is totally awesome. She just saw him for who he really is.
That is incredibly meta. Whoa, that was a little on the nose, wasn't it?
I guess Lois just needed some time to see what was right in front of her.
Come back to me, Simon. You have so much more to live for. You have to bite
The venom.
It's okay.
Yeah, literally.
Just look into my eyes.
We're Lightwoods. We break noses and accept the consequences.
So seductive. I take you to the candy shop.
Is this a family thirst trap?
Hey guys, welcome to the set of Shadowhunters.
Her addiction is sacrificing her sobriety. Excellent, excellent compilation there. Go ahead and throw that some love. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original video. We'll throw out some love as well. Shout out to Luke for putting that together. Throw the link in the Twitch chat. Those that are watching live. Maybe the most thirst trappy video yet. Yeah. That was a lot of thirst traps. I didn't keep count, but I did notice them. All right. Go ahead and, since we already went through the information, I suppose, jump into the next one. The last one for the day. GeminiFourth matching each other's freak. Use ours freak. Go ahead and bring that up. I think it like, not exactly sure. Go ahead and pre-check it. Okay. All right. Now I know how to position it. That way we don't cut anything off or whatever. There we go. Not as thirst trappy. That's funny. Finish the book right now. Sounds good. Good luck on rehearsal. I think we got it. I'll try to get it out as quickly as humanly possible. Go. Cocomelon. I'm hoping so. I'm hoping so. But I definitely figured out how to just export it once, so hopefully that comes in handy one of these days. What a move.
ถ้าได้เหรอฆ่าทั้งขี้หือขี้เบื่อขี้ง่วง
ขี้บ่นขี้งอแงสารพัดสิ่งเลยท่านจะรับข้าได้ใช่ไหมข้าจะรับข้าได้
Let me go ahead and want to do this. Reconfigure it just a little bit because I think I was cutting off a little. Looking like Shakespeare in Love. People wanted you to react to the performances. Don't know if those will get blocked. One thing I've noticed is that if it's like a TV broadcast or anything like that, performance, it usually does. I appreciate the mentions of what I'm seeing. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Captions, I suppose. Oh, gotcha. I do understand, like, nice. That was a great cover. Excellent cover. They both have really good voices. Nice. Dang. They both have amazing voices. The heck? I do understand. I think I've said this before. I do understand the copyright owner saying, look, you can't get paid for this because you used our stuff. So we're taking the ad revenue. Totally understand it. But the blocking of it is such a weird, this is ours, it's mine, all mine kind of mentality. When, as long as you're getting the money for it, you're getting potentially more or new eyeballs on whatever content it is. So if it's a TV show of, people singing or whatever, you might have more people that tune into it based on more people seeing it, more chances of people seeing it. I never understood locking content. That makes no sense to me. Right. More exposure is good. Good harmony. Dang. I get why that's one of your favorites. That was beautiful. Wow.
Sorry, I'm into short guys. A rich nigga, 8-figure, that's my type.
Oh my gosh. Just made them look goofy.
A rich nigga, 8-figure, that's my type.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's nice. Now on to them matching each other's freak.
พอทั้งอย่างได้ไหมว่ามา
He's way too good at football. It's not even fair. No, that was... He was making those grown men look like children.
ใช่เว้ยปุ๊บเชี่ยอุ๊ยขอโทษ
Kind of how I feel about watching Messi. Any sort of highlight reel, I'm just like, oh my god.
ผมต้องไปถามพี่วิงแล้วนะ
Versus again.
ขอโทษข
ำความแบบไอ้เหี้ยกว่าจะเล่าเสร็จ
อ้าวรุ่นที่เตะ15นี่คือรุ่นเราเนี่ย
To defend them. If you are comfortable, which they probably were, as they were talking to each other, it has a way of slipping out. It has a way. I've done it before. Oh my gosh. It was a speech class. Not exactly the greatest time to drop stuff.
เราเป็นเพื่อนกันมากี่ปีครับเป็นเพื่อนกันมากี่ปี16ครับ
โอ้โหเกือบเท่าอายุผมเลยนะพี่
Call him old.
วิ่งขึ้นรถเมล์พวกเรายังแบบเดินต๊อกแต๊กก็ยังเดินไม่ได้เลย
What the fuck? What the fuck?
ให้เซตตัวเองว่าเป็นคนหล่อครับผมเป็นคนแปลกไม่หล่อขายแปลกอย่างเดียวครับก็ศึกษาความแปลกของเพื่อนมาเยอะครับเดี๋ยวเราจะอยู่ไม่ได้
Fly with you.
Perfect. Nobody will notice. Nobody will suspect a thing. I'm not alone anymore. That hit.
นี่นะคะ
นี่นะคะ
ทานเลยค่ะ
再来用青梅汤ขออีกนิดนึงนะคะ
เล่นแมนๆเลย
เล่นแมน
เฮ้ย
来人问一点
เล่นแมนเลย
ซานอีเย่ใครแท้ โอ้โห
That was so funny.
โอ้โห
ไปกันเลยว้าวว้าวว้าวก่อนว้าวแล้วชนกันชนใหญ่เลยผมจะอ่านแล้วกันโอเคใครคุณคือไม่ได้ไง
My gosh, that looks so good.
อ้าวก็พี่มาเป็นใครอ่ะพี่เมถุนวันนี้พาแฟนเด็กด้วยเหรอคะไหนอะคะเป็นเด็กเขาอะ
เอาใหม่ได้ปะ
สวัสดีค่ะ
เลย
เป็นยังไงบ้างครับตัวเอง
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
What a sound to put on that.
มีอะไรจะพูดถึงกันและกันไหมคะ
ฉันเหนื่อยมากนะใช่ไหมอันนี้อ่านคอมเมนต์
เดี๋ยวนี้นี่คุณจังหวะดี
ไม่ดีพูดความจริงเล่น
มา
พูดไปเลยคำเดียวสั้นๆหรือว่ารักเจมินายจบ
รักเพราะ
ก็พูดคำเดียวสั้นๆไม่ต้องพูดเยอะไม่อยากพูดเยอะ
รักและเจมินายไม่ใช่คำเดียวนะคุณ
Fill in the gaps.
เนี่ยอย่าไปชอบฟิลไม่ถึง
โอเค
How much?
เราเมื่อกี้เขา
เหมือนกันนะเว้ยเราเหมือนกันนะเว้ย
ไม่พูดเยอะเจ็บคอครับ
I love you too, yeah, bro.
เลยนะ สุดยอดทีกูก็เห็นไหมอาจจะเป็นเรื่องว่าอันนี้เป็นยังรอฟังอยู่เข้าใจเข้าใจที่ไปเลย ถ้าไม่อยากบ่นคนเดียวมาบ่นกับซิสบ่อยๆช่วยอะไรไม่ได้ก็ขอส่งกับแรก
Somebody separate those two.
อะไรเนี่ยนั่งถามอยู่สองคน
อะไรเธออะไรของเธอ
The giggles are so hard to get over. It's crazy.
ขอบ่นบ้างเป็นขำแล้วไม่หยุดเลย
เป็นคนขำแล้วหยุดไม่ได้
10 minutes? Oh my gosh.
โอเคหายแล้ว
นะพี่มากันนี้
We've all been there though.
ไอ้ขำนี่ใช่ไหมคือชอบอันนี้คือปล่อยให้สุดปล่อยให้น้องสุดไปก่อนให้ทำอะไรกินอ๋อให้สุดเลย
คือควรหลับต่อไปให้สุดเดี๋ยวค่อยตื่นมา
ก่อนอย่างเงี้ยผมเล่นมันเกือบ
เจมกับโฟเล่นเครื่องดนตรีไทยอ่ะแล้วเป็นวงแบบแตงหนูโดดหนูลูกคุณหนูโปแล้ว
Plotting and
ถอ
scheming.
ดได้จริง
เป็นน่ารักอ่ะเอาแบบนี้
เอาแล้วโดนเส้นกันแล้วทำไมอ่ะ
เฮ้ยแต่ว่ามันมีอีกเครื่องดนตรีหนึ่งที่ผม
Oh my gosh, what a laugh. Who wore it better? Who wore it better?
รู้แล้วทำไมคู่นี้มันอยู่ด้วยกันได้ไม่มีใครห้ามใครไม่มีเลยหลายตานายทำไมนายทำกับเราแบบเราจะทำมาทำไมอ่ะนายจะต่อยกับเราปะล่ะโอ้ไม่เอาว่ะอันนี้รอมานะครับนี่อายุ18นี่อายุ22
This is the Pop Mart stuff that I got, and this is called Baby Molly. I just knew that Molly has a baby. Who's the father? I mean, who's the mother? Who's the father? Who's the partner?
แต่พี่วินขอข้อหนึ่งอาจจะขอไม่ให้น้องแบบว่าแตะตัวเราหรือว่าอะไรนี้ก่อนเนาะเพราะว่าทุกคนจะได้แบบเหมือนกันหมดนะคะขอเป็นโรคพิษณุบ้าครับ
ไม่บอกค่ะก็ไปอ่านกันเองเนาะช่วยไม่ได้ทำไงฉันส่งไปให้เขาไม่ได้ส่งไปให้เธอเนาะอะไรยังไม่ทันพูดเลยโอ้นี่เพิ่งหายป่วยตอนนี้เดี๋ยวกำลังกลับมาเฟรชแล้วเดี๋ยวจะกลับมาสดใสความสดใสเป็นเหมียวนะคนนึงก็จะบอกให้บล็อกแบ็กอีกคนนึงก็จะบอกให้เหมียวผมก็งงเลยวันนี้ผมเป็นหมาหรือเป็นแมวดีวะไม่ได้เป็นคนซะที
มาฉลองวันวาเลนไทน์พร้อม
I just realized that. I said, I'm going to tell my future kids that was Civil War.
Happy วันยังยอมเฮ้ยยอมยังครับผมเจมินี่นะครับเฮ้ยเจมินีเฮ้ยเฮ้ยเจมินาเฮ้ยถูกแล้วเฮ้ยถูกแล้วเฮ้ยจะเฮ้ย
Honestly, I'm trying to stay focused. You
We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
ติดหมดทุกดวงปุ๊บผมสตาร์ทเกมเลยโอเคนะโอเค
Losing the focus.
คุณขับอะไรอันนี้มันเป็นสคริปต์ของงานคุณจะขับทำไม
โอเค
ผมรันสคริปต์อยู่แล้วคุณว่า
ขอโทษครับมาขอเสียงกินโค้ชใส่วิกครับใช่ไหมโค้ชใส่วิกปะ
ผมไม่รู้
นี่ไม่รู้แต่มีแฟนๆทายกันมาหลายคนอยู่ครับผมก็ยังไม่บอกว่าถูกหรือเปล่าแต่ว่าหนึ่งในนั้นถูกแน่นอน
ผมก็รู้นะ
ไม่ก็คือโค้ชใส่วิก
always in a pose.
They just be like, oh my God,
You gotta be
Crollo's
ready
so
at any
hard.
moment.
And then this is Crollo.
สูตรอยู่ได้ยังไงอ่ะ ไม่เราอยู่ด้วยกันบ่อยไง
โอเคไหมจ๊ะ
Genuinely himself, though, which is admirable. To be in the public eye and be this weird. It's respectable. It just keeps going. Excellent. Excellent. Go throw a like on that. Link down below in the YouTube description for the original. Go throw it some love yourself. Also check out Willow's channel. There's more to check out. So go ahead and throw that link in the live stream for those watching live. Excellent. I will say this. One of the things I've really admired about the couples and the pairings and the friends that I've reacted to a lot recently is their willingness and their ability to be very filtered. So much of, Hollywood, certainly Western stardom and whatnot, everything is so manicured, and there's like PR, and there's handlers and people that teach you how to be a certain way in interviews and whatnot. It's just so manufactured and gross and not real, like robotic in a way. It's just, you don't get that kind of weirdness. And I mean that in a great way. You don't get that kind of weirdness a lot over here. And it's really sad, honestly. This is much more personable, more real, more relatable, which is probably why the fans are much more fervent. It's lovely. Let's go ahead and pull up some more information on GeminiFourth. I think we've done quite a bit of it in the past. Scenes from the GeminiFourth Run the World concert was January 27th. Published at 4:20. Fans of popular Thai BL couple Gemini and Fourth enjoyed a night of music performances over the weekend as the pair held their Run the World concert here in the Philippines. Entertained the fans at the Sky Dome, performing for an hour and an hour and a half, there we go, to fans who screamed and cheered for every song and dance number performed by actors whose chemistry has helped them star in two popular BL projects, My School President, I Love Mix-Up. I think that's more of an Asian entertainment sort of thing, like they're pristine in performances, but there's a lot of variety content in Asian media that we don't really have in Western media. Interesting. Yeah. I enjoy it. It's such a change from what I'm used to that it just seems way more realistic. This is actually the second time Gemini and Fourth have been in the country, as the pair previously held a fan meeting here in the country along with the cast of My School President. Oh, looks like we got some photos here. Okay. Philippines being a part of their concert tour was announced in September of last year. Before arriving in the Philippines, the pair had performed Taipei, Hong Kong, Ho Chi Minh City. Nice. Filipino fans definitely made Fourth feel welcome during his visit, with a welcome banner prominently displayed at the venue, which oh yeah, look at that. Very cool. Eye-catching costume. Arm candy. Fourth performing sleeveless arm candy. That's a great. Bravo to the writer there. Fans had a hard time looking away from Gemini's handsome. Also teased fans about their third and upcoming project, Ticket to Heaven, which of course we've reacted to the trailer here. At the end of the concert, they both expressed their amazement at the energy of the audience, as well as their desire to come back again and hold a concert in a bigger venue. I'm so late into the live, I missed pretty much anything. Hello, welcome. Welcome in, Dunny. I will be trying to post this as soon as humanly possible. They instantly connected. That's funny.
I'm so sorry.
Their energy's completely synced up. That's hilarious. Adorable. Volume 1, BV Magazine interviews and translations. Let's see. How was the photo shoot? Fourth said, I'm normally a student, so this is the first time since I was born that I've become an office worker. Laughs. It's all new to me. Gemini said the Japanese office worker set and clothes are really cool. And Fourth looks really good with glasses. You're both salary men. What kind of office do you think the other person would work at? Gemini said Fourth would be great at a casting company. He's active as an actor, and I think he's compatible with this industry. That's a really thought out answer. Fourth said Gemini would probably work in a food related company, I guess. He likes to eat. Oh my gosh. By the way, what do you think? Who do you think would get promoted faster? Fourth said probably Gemini. He's cool and clever. Gemini said, yep, thank you. You're a pick to act as salarymen. What kind of story would you like it to be? Gemini said, it's not salarymen, but if it's a working setting, I want to try the Korean drama. Oh gosh. Itaewon Class? Fourth said, me too, me too. I've always wanted to try somebody's hairstyle. I'm going to try it. I'm not going to butcher it. Pick for reference below. Oh, okay. Almost like a bowl cut, but like short. Then Gemini said, then I like to be the arch nemesis character. And what if you have a colleague at work who's messed up and they're feeling down? What would you say to them? Gemini said, honestly, I'm not very good at comforting people. At least he's honest, right? But I would figure out what happened and want to give advice. Fourth said, I would tell them about how important it is to fail. Everyone fails at some point. Failure leads to success. I would encourage them to think about how to use their failure to connect to their next step. That was really thought out. Good grief. That was a good answer. In Japan, it's popular to use your first salary to buy gifts for your presents. Buy gifts for your presents or parents? What? I think there's a translation issue there. If it was just the two of you, how would you guys use that money? Fourth, I would give it all to my mom. She was very happy. Gemini said, this is actually what I'm doing now, but I save 80% as savings. Good grief. That's a good savings rate. From the remaining 20%, I give money to my mom, sort of as an everyday thank you, and I want her to feel free to use that money. Wow. Wow. 20% of his money he gives to his mom. And he's saving 80%. That's crazy high. I think you're both very busy. How do you guys refresh? Gemini, on the days when I don't feel like leaving the house, I stay at home and play instruments, exercise, and watch movies. If I leave the house, I'll spend the time with friends. Fourth says, I spend the time with my family to change things up. I also go out for meals pretty often. You're very busy and you just absolutely need some help. Who would you ask and how would you phrase it? Gemini said, I'm the type who doesn't really discuss things with other people, but who's a bit of a, handle it myself kind of person. If I honestly need some help, then I would probably ask my mom and be honest with her. Can we get a shout out to moms out there? We love you, moms. You're awesome. Fourth said, I will solve the problem with money. In the past, when I've asked my sister for favors, I'll buy her sweets. Or I'll give her some money and ask her to do things for me. If I pay her, she'll get to work a lot faster. Bribing, yeah. Whatever works, I suppose. What do you usually call each other? What do you have each other saved as on your phones? I call him Fot. In my phone, it's just saved as Fot. Fourth said, normally I call him Gem. I don't have his number saved in my phone because I remember it. What? Oh my gosh. If you had to raise 3 points that you like about the other person. Oh, here we go. Gemini said, he has beautiful eyes. He's very passionate about work. Personality is very cute, especially when he's being whiny. Sweet. It's very adorable. He doesn't even have his mom's name saved. Oh my gosh. That is wild behavior. Fourth said he's positive and funny. He's very cool when he doesn't talk. And cute when he talks, especially when he's shy and embarrassed. Very surprising unknown facets of each other that readers don't know about. Fourth said normally his eyes are double-lidded, but he has a special skill that can turn them monolidded. Amazing. Show them. Gemini, without using his hands, Gemini can control his eyelids and turn his double eyelids into single eyelids. What? That is impressive. Fourth, isn't it amazing? Gemini, I realized I could do that since I was a kid. Surprising facet to Fourth. On the back of his right thigh, there's a huge mole. Hello. Fourth said it's about this big. Makes an okay pose. Describes the size. You appeal to a point in your CP that you feel like you absolutely won't lose to other couples. Gemini said we can do anything. We can sing, we can dance, we can act too. We can also react to any emergency request from the staff. Fourth said our childishness, I think, I'm only 19, we're very down to earth. We're life-sized and all natural. I had the baby. It felt normal. Felt like it should have been there. If the two of you were to exchange bodies one day, what would you do? Oh my god. Gemini said I would be very popular, so I would go hunting. I don't think anybody would reject me. I'll cherish that day well. Wow. Fourth said I would go wakeboarding or jet skiing. Gemini is good at sports, so I'll spend the day having as much fun as I can. By the way, is there anyone at work, a senior or junior, that you guys really respect and get on well with? Gemini, I'm good friends with the cast of My School President. We go to each other's houses and share each other's clothes. That's handy. Fourth, there are many, but Nanan is very attractive to me. Multi-talented too. We often eat together or chat with each other. He also gives me advice about singing. Are there any artists in Japan you would like to collaborate with? Gemini, I want to collaborate with Fuji Kazi, I think. I like his songs and listen to them often. Fourth, your 19th birthday is coming up. Is there any presents you've asked Gemini for? This interview took place before it. Fourth, I want a Rolex. Oh, gosh. Gemini, oh no. Fourth, it's a joke. It's a joke. If it's from Gemini, I'll be happy with anything. Gemini, maybe it's better not to ask him what he wants. Since you're here, please recommend some Thai spots that fans could enjoy. Gemini said, GMMTV, please come visit our company. If we're lucky, we might even meet each other. Fourth says, my house. Welcome. Please come to my house. Oh, jeez. They did not take that seriously at all. Oh, my gosh. Unbelievable. Wild. Gemini Fourth craze. Just a little curious, I wanted to ask why Gemini and Fourth, with just one BL drama under their belt, have such a huge and crazy fan base. What's the hype and tea? I don't have anything against them or their fans, just a little curious. They're both in Bad Buddy 2, so we can technically call it 5 series. These two kids are really talented, incredibly personable, and just plain adorable. Perfect combination for any teen idol. If you look at Moonlight Chicken by itself, the acting they both did is outstanding. Actually, they have 3 BLs. They played a couple in MSP, Moonlight Chicken, and now in My Love Mix-Up. Or if you count their special episode of Our Sky 2. The reason they're so popular is because of their chemistry while acting and their friendship when the camera stops rolling. The way these written interviews has a ridiculous dynamic too, right? Their shows that aired so far have been massive hits, sold out merch, concerts. They did a tour for MSP. They can both sing, dance, and act, which is an all-rounder for GMMTV, so it makes sense the company pushes them, creates buzz for them. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you can do the trifecta, you're marketing gold. And as long as people enjoy you, you're great. You're good. Besides being cast in a series that became popular and being fairly talented, that might be putting it mildly, they've got the it factor. Very charming, can command people's attention, even from actors older than them. Personalities, off-screen dynamics are compelling, very charismatic. Just look at that face. Solid argument. Solid argument there. Off-screen friendship is entertaining and genuine. Gemini's playful attitude towards fan service, often jokingly calling fans delusional, adds a humorous and endearing touch to their interactions. Watch My School President and you'll understand. Their show was popular. I mean, that makes a lot of sense, right? Today I read an interesting discussion about the luckiest BL actors. Now my question is related to GeminiFourth's recent success for My School President. This was 2 years ago, by the way. You all think that it was pure luck or success due to their talent. Minority always criticize the success of MSP since it's allegedly cringe. However, it's one of the highest rated BLs on IMDb. Some people also claim that GemFourth's success is one of short nature. Currently, they won't last long. They're being referred to as a trend. What do you think? Well, 2 years later, still a thing. We're from the future. We can tell you they're still a thing and not a passing trend. Also, who do you think has better chemistry, GeminiFourth or Bright Wind? This is a controversial one. I still this day rewatch My School President. Here you go. Let's say that GeminiFourth's success is due to their talent rather than pure luck. Well, I mean, you've also been friends since 2019. Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. There's probably some luck involved, like meeting the right people, getting introduced to the right people, that kind of thing. But the rest of it's talent. Like, if you don't have talent, luck isn't going to get you very far. Like, you could meet somebody and have no talent. Nothing comes of it. It's longer than half the BL ships, so I don't get the passing craze comment. No idea. MSP, they proved they could both act, and their chemistry is amazing. Their musical abilities. I'm just kind of quickly summarizing what's in this huge reply. Success comes from their ship. Way better chemistry than Brightwind. Hot take. Maybe not. Brightwind got lucky because Together aired during COVID. GeminiFourth don't have COVID as a reason why everyone watched the show, but they blew up in a similar way. They're two really hardworking people. I won't put their success as pure luck. Well, no. Anybody that said pure luck is... People weren't expecting to love MSP at all. Nobody was that interested when the trailer came out. It was honestly just because it was actually good. You gotta love that. When expectations are low and people are like, holy crap, this is good. That's the best. It's way better than this thing's going to be amazing. And then people watch it and they go, oops, not so much. Should have skipped it. You know, it's a combination of both luck and talent. That's probably accurate, honestly. Boys were lucky to be selected as the leads. Or even then, lucky to meet the right people in the industry to set them up. Chance. There's the luck. And then the rest of it's talent and hard work. MSP cringe. Who said that? We need to talk. Is there any truth to that? Cringe? This person just said, fuck. Methinks they're a Brightwind supporter. This person too. GeminiFourth's interview about their struggles. There's a 22-minute video. Summarize the most important aspects. All Thai shows have a bit of cringe in the sound effects and humor, but MSP is not cringe to me at all in comparison to other Thai BLs. Oh, as a musical. Interesting. I believe a comment under one of these streams, one of the videos on YouTube, said, you know, it's different to have the sound effects, but it's not in like Thai shows. So to them, it's totally normal. not weird at all, not cringe, whatever. So that comment kind of stuck in my head like, oh, I got to stop watching this from like my point of view and start applying, their point of view to it's just normal. Is part of it. Both express their gratitude for the continued love and support they receive from their fans, especially noting the importance of a fan attendance at their concerts. They discuss their personal growth in the industry, highlighting that they have become more experienced and aware through their work, particularly in contrast to the early days. Both acknowledge the challenges they face in their careers, ranging from pressures of expectations, work and study. They emphasize the importance of remaining authentic despite public expectations, noting that people often have preconceived ideas about them due to their work in the entertainment industry. Well, I think they're doing a good job at being authentic, just from some of those videos in that compilation. Both express their happiness and pride in being able to provide for their families. I mean, that's great. That is truly wonderful. That's something you don't see a lot of over here, by the way. Fourth advises against arrogance and recklessness, encouraging self-reflection, which is very important, and thoughtful decision-making. Gemini appreciates the importance of discipline, staying focused. Results. Video really highlighted their maturity and dedication as artists. Boys have been through a lot, since particularly Gemini mentioned several times how people expect too much and how he isn't perfect. I'm sure a lot of that comes through just being a public figure. You have this spotlight on you, literally. Much bigger than this, but I'll use this as an example. I have a light on me. You have a spotlight on you and you feel like you're, fight or flight kind of weird feeling, I guess. So it can be a lot. It can be a lot for sure. Sure, that's a very interesting listen. All right. Dang. That was good. They seem to be extremely well grounded, which is very impressive. You're a public figure because, you get a lot of people around you that are just yes people. They're just like, yes, that's a great idea. I think you should do that. You could do no wrong. You get a lot of that around you. So to number one, be close to your family, which probably really helps keep you grounded. If they're a good family. I'm sure there's some horror stories about family, but as long as they're, somewhat supportive and grounding and whatnot, that's huge. Huge. Certainly having a partner or friend or best friend or whatever that supports you and grounds you and whatnot, that's huge as well. Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. They're extremely young, but they're very mature. That's something to be said. I can think of quite a few people that, got really famous really young and it didn't turn out quite well. Just depends on the people you have around you, how you accept the spotlight, your ability to just kind of turn it off. Maybe, your ability to not get such an inflated ego and all that stuff. So it's nice to see young people that can get super famous, wealthy, all that stuff, and just be normal. Normal, goofy, weird, whatever you want to call it. It's very great. It's very sweet. GeminiFourth. Excellent. Excellent compilation video. Well done, Willow. Yeah, that's it, folks. I think we've reached the end. If you'd like to request your own videos and guide the stream, you certainly can. PodReacts.com. Season and series tiers are the ones you're looking for. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. If you're watching this live, or not live, but if you're watching on YouTube, certainly do so. If you're watching live on Twitch, hit the follow button. Way you know when I'm live. Join the Discord. You can also know when I'm live via the Discord and just join in on the community and the conversation and everything. Great video indeed. Great video indeed. Check out the merch. Winter collection's available for, I think, 2 more months, if my math is correct. I think 2 more months. Ships worldwide, 15% off for members of the website. And yeah, I think I already said join the Discord. It's awesome. Word of the day. Parabatai. Put Parabatai in the comments and I will know you watched till the end. I will know it. So put that in the comments of the YouTube channel and we'll know. That'll be our secret word. Absolutely, Willow. I hope you all had a wonderful time. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Whether you're in school, working, whatever. I hope it's awesome. We'll get to Friday. We'll make it. We'll make it, I promise. I'll see you on Friday. All right, everybody. Take care. Join me as we go around the internet, 1 member requested video at a time. Take care. Bye-bye.